Well, hello, hello, hello.
You today.
I
Are
know,
we
and
live? Oh yeah, we are live. I see the live button. I'm like, it seemed weird.
I was gonna say, did you see we are on time today too? Lord
We
have
are
mercy.
so on time. Like I don't even know what to do. People probably busting out their brain right now. They don't know what to do. That we are not 6-ish. We are 6 on the dot.
Yeah, but it's interesting. My Facebook is not coming up,
Oh, let me check and
which
see.
is
Oh
interesting.
no, it is because I see messages from you. Marijuana Ivanovich is on
Oh,
your Facebook.
that may be the Facebook Sonoran Mystic Tarot
Oh, I don't know. It
because
just says
my regular one doesn't show me as live, which is interesting. Crazy, crazy. You just never know what's going to happen between technology and its different social media platforms. Hey, Jojo. Hello, Bonnie. Nice to see you in. Miss Linda, nice to see you in as well. Like something is just maybe it's just the signal. Maybe it's my delay in
Don
my.
Rumer-Rivera is live. I see that.
Oh, okay, maybe my Facebook page is just like maybe my phone is maybe not updating. I'm not sure. Hey, Mars, welcome in. Hey, Cassandra Lewis, welcome in to you as well.
And some more Norman Caro's live. All of them are live.
Okay,
So we're cool.
yeah. Oh, now it just popped up for me. I guess I was like in the delay situation. Or I don't know what I was, but anyway,
Technology. Listen, is the
exactly.
retrograde over? Like I heard we were in the post shadow. I think the post shadow this year was worse than the regular because I was cool with the whole retrograde. Then that post shadow hit and I was like, what in the twilight zone is going on?
I don't know either. I don't know either.
Hey Miss Bonnie. Hey Pamela. Mars. Miss Linda. Hey Jojo. Jojo, we miss you in class. When are you coming back? I just said the same thing to Alicia. Told her we missed them in class.
It has been a long time since we've seen Alicia and Lewis.
Oh.
Yeah,
Miss Linda said hello from my page, so she's on there.
thank you, everybody. Thank you for popping in, Marcy Whitwell Kavanaugh. Is it right? Did I say it right?
Yeah, I think so.
Cassandra. Yes, indeed. Pamela, nice to see you in Pamela.
Oh, Miss Linda said she ain't babysitting.
Uh
Don't
oh.
act like that, Miss Linda. Don't act like that.
They can braid your hair
I
for you,
just
Miss Linda.
love Miss Bonnie's dog. Like it is so cute.
Mhm.
I
Hey, but
forgot what she named. Zoe has therapy on Tuesdays. Oh, okay.
it is vocal. Bonnie's dog was vocal today.
Oh, really? Yes, Pamela, we can see you on YouTube. Hi, Rachel. I was in and out because work was chaotic. And
That sounds like
they don't agree that I shouldn't have to work during y'all lives. So
how dare they? I don't get it.
exactly. Hey, pretty unique. It's been a while. Oh, Charlie, that's the name. Okay. I was gonna say what's her name? It's a her too. Oh, that's cute.
Like the perfume, Charlie.
Yes. Oh, listen. Do you know that was one of my grandmother's favorite perfumes? Charlie. She liked Charlie White.
Hmm. That was the same time like Jordache had its perfume and its jeans and stuff. I remembered some of those scents.
I remember Charlie White and Charlie, and they have all different kinds now, gold and red and all that. But I was nostalgic a couple of months ago and bought some Charlie White. Like, my grandmother used to wear this. Let me see if it still smells the same. It does not.
No,
Not as like it was a more floral, like it was a different scent. And I ended up ordering it offline. I probably should have just went in a store and got it. It was okay. It wasn't as great as it used to be. Hi, Vladimir. I like that name, Vladimir.
my mother used to use a scent that was called Heaven Scent, and she loved Heaven Scent. And then it disappeared for a while. And then when Fry's Electronics was still in business, they would carry it at Christmas time.
Really?
Yes, they would carry perfumes, I guess, because it helped them to, they could
All
sell
about the
something.
hair.
It's all about the budget, yeah. And
The one
yeah,
that used to be on baseline is completely closed and empty, and the
yeah,
building is just has a gate around it and is No activity. I think I only went there one time.
Is that the one by Arizona Mills? Is that one?
Yeah, down
Yeah,
the street.
I love that one. That was, to me, that was my adult playground
Yeah.
because
Oh no.
uh,
Yeah.
kids go to toy stores. This big grown kid.
I swear it must have closed shortly after I moved here or after I found out about it. Somebody told me about it, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
That's said. Yeah, I used to love that. I loved that. That store, because again, when because it even had the components, electronic components, so you could actually build motherboards and things like that, which I didn't do
Oh,
anymore.
really?
Yeah, oh yeah, they went down to the component level at one point, which I thought was very cool. But they had great prices on a lot of stuff, and I was really happy with that. So unbalanced Libra, body chemistry changes too, which makes us melt. It does,
That's
absolutely.
Pam F.
Yep, yep, that's Pam. Yep.
Oh my gosh, Miss Bonnie just sent me a picture of her dog. She is so cute. Ah, see, and that's why I don't have a dog. You see how Bertram was? That little dog would just be spoiled rotten. He probably have his own little Power Wheels car. No, thank you.
Oh my goodness. And I'm trying to send this picture. I'll show it to you real quick. I was sent this post, and it was in the bookstore where Susan and my books are. And see, it's a better picture if I can download it, and I'll send it to myself and post it. But the guy who owns the bookstore took a picture and sent it to us, which I thought was very
Oh,
nice.
that's so nice. It's everywhere. Listen, people don't understand how much work it is to get that book out there, get those sales out there, and do all that stuff. Unless you have a total machine behind you doing it for you, it's a lot of work.
It is, and and if everybody thinks you get rich off of writing a book, no, we are not Stephen. I'm not Stephen King. I am not Tom Clancy. Anne
People
Rice.
aren't really ready for that kind of truth. They still want a little
Mm,
fiction in their lives. So Stephen
exactly.
King is
So
where they are.
yep. So when you buy a book on Amazon and you think that I'm getting rich off of it, you would be very surprised to think how much Amazon keeps and how little they decide to toss my way. And I was like, here, can I just flip you a few coins? That's pretty much what it is. And but it's the good part for me was that it was a labor of love. So it wasn't as though I didn't write the book to make money. But there are people, because I'm part of a number of Facebook groups, as I started writing and learning how to do this. Um, um, I was say
Clinton,
what?
you have been on here every week that we come live asking with the same exact question over and over and over about your kids. If they ain't ate in 3 weeks, I don't know how y'all making it.
Yeah, I don't know if you even. Yeah, exactly. Mm. But Clinton, whenever you get some money for your kids to feed them, you can buy my book online too, because it'll help you. It will help you resolve your problems because it'll help you change your mind, and therefore, by changing your mind, you'll change your life. You'll have the money you need. So there you go. That'll work. How about that? And if your name is Clinton, how come it's going to Ashby? Did I miss something, Clinton, Nick, and yet your thing is Ashby? Just saying. Just
Exactly.
saying.
Exactly.
Curiosity.
And for all of you, if you got an inbox, I did not inbox y'all asking y'all to do a reading.
Oh
No,
yeah.
listen, I barely can make it to here on time. You think I'm inboxing you, telling you to send me some money for a reading? Lord help y'all, I can't do it. So please report whoever it is that is impersonating me and using my beautiful photo to say send them some money. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you, Miss Linda. We are all richer for the knowledge. Absolutely. And that's the one thing is I after having such a great experience with them, I knew I really did want to get the message out there. And that's why, as you guys knew, I harped on it for so long before the book was finished. And I still harp on it, not because of the book solely, but because the message is important. And it's interesting. I was in an event, what is it, last week? And they said, do you want us to buy them from you because you brought them? And I said, you're welcome to buy them here, but I would prefer you buy them on Amazon. And they said, well, why is that? And they said, we know that you probably don't get as much from Amazon. I said, I get very little from Amazon. That's fine. And then I explained to them, the thing is that when you buy the book on Amazon, then Amazon hits those numbers and Amazon sees a troll. And
It's on
then,
my page. I got it
oh,
down.
is it? Okay. Oh, it won't even let me do something. It's weird. That's the first time that I can't do anything to them. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, maybe because that's weird. Anyway, so the point is that I explained to them, by adding more numbers to Amazon, it gives Amazon a little bit of impetus, or somebody else to just get out there and maybe give some attention to the book, and therefore maybe it gets picked up. So yeah, so again, it was I passed up the opportunity to make a little more money because the most important to me is the word, getting people to understand. Because I think that again, if people understand how powerful, if you understand, if you spend any time here and then you walk away understanding how powerful you are, I've done my job. I've done my job. You know, Angie, are we going to do Friday night ladies' night? That's from Bonnie.
We are eventually. I just need to get through May, which is Brandon's whole month. Everything he wants. Once I'm done with Brandon, then I can do it.
And Tarot Sisters Og,
Got
Sisters
her
Sog.
too. Just blocked her too.
Yeah, Lord have
They are
mercy.
coming in tough, tough, tough. Listen, people, please report these people. And Miss Bonnie, they asked you to inbox them. Lord help the child. They don't want you to inbox them and tell them nothing, not a single word.
I just can't believe how Ella Tarot Lord, I couldn't block her. Maybe somebody beat her maybe to the punch or something. That could be
I
the
don't
case.
know. It let me block her. I blocked her, and I
That's
blocked
good.
Hey, Miss Alexa Ann.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
I
I
saw
can't
her this
remove her.
morning on was it Bonnie or yesterday with Miss Julie. They gave her a very thorough reading, I think, yesterday. Alexa Ann.
Hmm. Also, great quartz. Did you and I read for them? Her that we did, was it not you and I, or was that me and
Well, I
Shannon?
heard Bonnie and them doing it. I thought today. I thought they were reading for Great Quartz today,
Yeah,
or
and we read.
was it you yesterday?
No,
I
that
know I
was
heard the name Great Quartz
yeah, and
this week.
you're right. It was today again, but we read. I don't know if it was yesterday or whether it was Thursday, but they got a great reading. So when they came back, I'm thinking to myself, "Oh my, excuse me, were you not happy? Are you reading shopping? You know what's going on here?"
Listen, and I will call you out like I read you the other day. You ain't like what I said.
Exactly. But she did clarify. I think she clarified it was a love
Oh,
reading
that
time.
was we heard a long time today. Yes, Miss Alexa Ann, I am so proud
Hmm.
of him. I am more proud of me because it was touch and go some days, just to the finish line, people, to the finish line. Some days he didn't almost make it to the finish line.
Oh my goodness. Yes,
His
but again,
refrigerator
as I
came
said,
today for his dorm. I opened my door and there's a big giant box. Walmart didn't say anything. They just dropped it at my door and left it. Almost fell over the box going out the door. At
soon
least they
enough,
brought it to me because I couldn't have carried that box to the car at all. So good luck, Brandon, getting into your room.
does he have access to the room yet or no? When does that
No,
happen?
they sent us an email saying that it'll be like, I have the dates. It's either the middle of August or sometime the first week of September. But they sent us an email saying that look, he just needs to finish. We have like 7 days left. It's a 5 days next week and 2 days this week to finish all classes, then graduation, and then our next thing he has to do this E2 thing for ASU. They do a weekend in Prescott
Hmm.
where you get to know your classmates. So he's trying to coordinate the dates with his friends that are all going to ASU. And all I'm just like, did you do this? Did you do that? Did you check that date? Did you do this date? Did you do that date? That's all I be wanting to know. Did you do what you were supposed to do so I can move to the next day? And this Switzerland trip, this lady emails me 500 times a week. She always got something else she need. I be like, Lord, when it's all over and said and done, I'll take a vacation and I'm just gonna sit in my house. That's my vacation. I ain't gonna talk to nobody. I ain't gonna move. I ain't gonna do nothing. I don't even want to go on an adventure. I just want to sit here and do nothing. Just sit and eat all the food that I want and drink all the wine that I want and do nothing else.
Become a couch potato.
Exactly.
Proudly, proudly become a couch
Proudly.
potato.
And watch
You should
some
have it
Netflix,
listed. I was gonna say have a streaming ready, have a streaming list ready,
Netflix
and say,
and
you know what,
Hulu.
I'm
And
doing
I heard
this
it's
or
this
this.
series called Black Cake on Hulu. I'm gonna watch that. My friends
Mhm.
say it is so good. So Black
I've
Cake
heard
is
that
what I'm
too.
going to indulge on whenever I get the time to do.
Yep, yep. I've heard that. I've heard that as well.
Yeah,
And I
it
heard
was in
another one was
Oprah's
good
book
too.
club, and I think she helped produce it because she was so, um, she enjoyed it so much.
I heard Evil, the third, second or third season of Evil's
Oh,
coming.
really? You know, I
Ed
started
loves that
watching
one.
that, and I didn't get finished with it. And it's really intense. You have to pay attention to Evil, so
It
I
is.
haven't watched it either.
Yeah, yeah. The lead
Exactly,
and the leads.
JoJo.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. It sounds like the leads and the leads on those that one is kind of they draw you in. Sometimes it gets a little tedious, but those the leads have such strong. You just
Yeah.
can't help but want to watch them. Did
I
you block?
did block her, Miss Bonnie. Yeah, right after she commented on you, I blocked her from at least my Facebook.
Miss Linda says, Clinton, there is no reason your children should be hungry. There are plenty of places you can get food for them. You could be feeding them instead of begging for cash. Just saying.
Exactly.
Bingo.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
went into the eye doctor place today. I took Brandon to get his glasses because remember he lost them in the mosh pit at prom. They was like, "Well, I guess I don't have to ask you if you had a good time because you lost your glasses in the mosh pit." They had boxes of food in there that they were collecting to give away. So
Hmm.
everybody's collecting food and giving out money, and it's just food everywhere. I'm just not believing it. And they've been on here 3 weeks in a row, so that's just not believable to me. So,
Yeah.
and I've been in those situations where I've had to go to a food pantry, and I know that there's lots of places that will give you money.
Yep. And a lot of services out there available, especially in this day and age. So absolutely.
St. Benedict around here is a place that gives out food. And
Hmm.
once you come in for like food once, then they put you on a list. They'll give you Christmas gifts. They'll do all kinds of stuff. Like there's a lot of places that'll help you. Hello, Miss Shawana Skinner,
Hey, Shawana Skinner.
Patty Singer. Oh my gosh, all these old names I haven't heard. I think I saw Patty Singer with Miss Bonnie today too.
Hmm. Why
Miss
don't we give?
Bonnie go listen, wait, let me say this. Miss
Yeah.
Bonnie gonna say, if y'all miss me today, contact Angie. I said, don't do it.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, for a love reading, I
My
saw that and
head
I
almost
laughed.
exploded when I read the words. I said, oh my gosh, I'm gonna fall out of that. Don't say it, Miss Bonnie. No.
Yeah, when she typed that, I thought, "Oh Lord, yes, that's hilarious," because that's what it was intended. Better be intended that way. Alexa Ann says, "When my apartment burned, I had to find ways to get food. There are tons of resources. Absolutely,
That is
absolutely.
true.
It
Hi,
depends.
Truby.
It's all about motivation too. It's like if you want to get out there and make something happen, you can. And yeah, we everybody has different situations, but if there's just a lot of resources available these days, which were not available to a lot of folks way back when. I mean, we really do, thank goodness, have a social network built
Yeah.
to help as best we can, which is nice. With that said, why don't we jump right into it? And for some
Ready,
reason,
ready, ready.
I was
You got
born.
somebody in mind?
Yeah, I was gonna say I was born. I was drawn to Anna Swantek. Oh, and by the way, um, I don't know if everybody saw it, but I posted a picture today. For those of you who remember us talking about Libby, Libby had passed about a year ago, almost a year ago, and yesterday I received a picture from Libby's brother that showed him in front of the wall at the hospital that acknowledges Libby's gift of her organs when she passed. So Libby, not only does Libby live in each of us and with us in spirit, but Libby has also given the gift of life to other people. And so I wanted to acknowledge that and again, she's been wonderful to us, and she's really Angie and I have been feeling her energy a lot, and a few other people. And Angie and I had the blessing to go to visit with her during her transition. I'll put it that way. We astro traveled that evening, and neither one of us told each other we were doing it. We just did it, which is crazy, and we both experienced such a wonderful feeling. So anyway, I just wanted to say that for those of you who knew of Libby or heard us talk about her or any of those things, and some of you did because you went to class with her, know that she did a wonderful thing to give her organs, to donate her organs to help other people. And so Libby lives on. Libby lives on, and she always will. By the way, she always will.
Oh yes. And that smile was just beautiful every time she came on. Even when she wasn't in a good mood, she was still in a good mood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. And that hair. Oh my gosh. It's funny because when I visited with her live. She was supposed to come to Psychic Palooza, but then her sister canceled, so she didn't come. And then when I went back to my mom's birthday party, Libby and her sister and my cousin and her husband came from West Virginia down to Pennsylvania to the party. And I finally had a chance to see Libby after so many years. And I could not believe, I mean, that hair really is as, I mean, it's natural, but she had so much hair. And I thought, because I was looking, thinking, well, is that like all that your hair, and it was, and it was, and it wasn't like fluffed up. She just had tons of hair, and it was just on fire. And when she smiled, it was like one of those things. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys, that they shared the picture with me. I posted it on Facebook. So if you're following me on Facebook, that's and you're questioning what it was, that's what it was. And it just was so warming to see that. I think she deserves it. I think she deserves the recognition. But none of that. But remember, she was a nurse. And so, she, even in life, she served and she helped keep people healthy and alive. And so even from that to her passing, she continued that work and that gift. So anyway, just had to say that.
Yes, I thought it was beautiful. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Anne, are you still here? Because immediately when I got in your energy, I heard I have a bone to pick with you. Do you have a family member that has something to say to you or has a bone to pick with you? Or maybe you don't know that somebody has a bone to pick with you? Because that's exactly what I heard as soon as I said, what is it that Anne needs to know? I heard I have a bone to pick with you. No, pretty unique. This is the very first reading that, okay, she's here. Okay. I heard I have a bone to pick with you. So somebody has something that they need to say to you or that they want to communicate with you. Um, I don't feel like it's a very bad thing. It may be not even super serious, just something that needs to be said or that you need to get out of the way in order to move forward. It seems to be a female energy that needs to have this word with you. Um, uh, Is it at work? Could it be work? Because I just heard work, 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 work. Or are you working too hard? Is that why they're saying work, 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 work? And you're trying to get a promotion or you're trying to move up to a position or get a project done. They're showing work, 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 and you working kind of hard, or you working at some task very hard or very intently, or you're concentrating on it. That's where your focus is. Work, 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 and you're trying to get this done. It doesn't seem to be a deadline. It just seems to be a whole bunch of it, of work that you have to do. And that's all I'm kind of getting for her. I think my energy's slowly catching up. I don't have anything else for her right now.
Let me see what I have card wise.
And the Three of Swords came out, but I'm not sure that that's for her.
And the one thing that I am picking up for you without touching the cards is I'm feeling this energy of, ain't that a blip? Huh. Oh, sorry, I got distracted there. Yeah, wow. Okay, Anne, I need to put you on hold 1 second. Okay, I need you to put you on hold. Oh, Lord have mercy. I need to put you on hold 1 second because there's someone here. This is a father. This is a father to someone. Hopefully, they are here. This is a father. Gosh, it's a J-O sound. Joe, George, John. Anyway, it's a J-O sound. Tall man, balding in the center, a bit jovial with a booming voice, not arrogant but confident. He was a joke. He had good jokes, but he delivered very dryly. Does anybody resonate with this? Does spirit resonate with anybody here? He was Caucasian. He in his in the F on the other side he's younger, but when he passed he was older. When he passed he was maybe 70s or 80s. I'm not sure. Shawana, you said your father's name is John. Did I mean I guess the question is not the name so much as the description. Does that fit? I don't know, Shawana. I'm not drawn to your. It doesn't for some reason. It's not connecting to your energy for this. I don't know.
Oh, she said Anna said it might be her grandfather.
Oh, okay. And did your grandfather have like the thinning to bald hair up here because Anne again, do those sound those do the characteristics I explained sound like him, or are and why I say that, folks, is sometimes we would love to make it fit because it kind of like we hope to have it, and there's no reason to make it fit because you're eventually the spirits will come in. So again, make sure that if again, if you say this is him, make sure that it truly fits because again, the message he's going to send me is going to give more specific stuff, and I want to make sure that it does connect with you. Okay. So, my dad's name is John, but you'd know him. No, I would know John. Yeah. John.
Oh,
I
she
think it's
said he was in his 70s.
okay. But and again, he looked like the image I was, and he was kind of that character. And maybe that makes sense. That's why I was drawn to you. So he was here, and he was really distracting me. So like maybe that. So that, yeah, that's good then. If he was you, or is if he was you, if he was coming in for you, that was him. Okay. So Anne, why? So and now his question to you. It's interesting because he's making me understand that you have a lot of anxiety right now. And why are you buying everybody else's anxiety? Why are you letting other people's issues raise your blood pressure, your anxiety, your energy? Again, that's the big question. Your grandfather was Eddie. Well, then that wouldn't help because Joe Eddie was it Joe Eddie? Was it John Eddie? Oh my goodness, Anne, that's a little piece of detail that would be nice, but the rest sounds true. Oh my goodness, I'll keep it. Okay, yeah, I'm guessing that maybe that isn't. Gotta love it. Hey, Shelly, how are you? Shelly. Shelly, thanks for coming to the Psychic Fair on Sunday. It was great to see you. Oh my gosh, it was great. Her and Shelly. Shelly and Shelly. Anyway, it's
Oh,
great seeing you
Edward
guys.
Joey Swanick. Edward Joey
Okay,
Swanick.
okay. Thank you, Em, for saving my butt there because you had me going.
Maybe it's
I
slowed
was
down just a little bit.
anyway. Yes, he's here, but so what's the anxiety that you're carrying? Why are you carrying? Are you indeed carrying other people's anxiety? Do you have people downloaded stuff on you, and then you're just letting it ride on you? And if it is, it's time for you to let it go because that's kind of what he's saying. It's like you can't be everybody's fixer. You just can't do it, and you're letting it get to you. He's worried about your health, and that's the big thing is he's worried about your health. Again, you're putting a lot on you, and you're carrying a lot with you, and you need to find a way to let it go. So Edward James Joe Fee Swantik. Okay, yeah. But again, hear what I'm here. Make sure you're getting the message that I'm telling you is, and again, is that you can't be the dumping ground for everybody else's crap because he's worried and he's making it clear that physically. And let me make this clear from his point of view. Remember, I am only the vessel. I'm only telling you what he's saying. But he's saying that physically, your absorption of all of this negative energy and your inability to ground it out. And one way you can do that is getting in the grass, putting your feet in the grass, in the water, and the dirt, not on the ground floor. You have to have it in the dirt. And get on Mother Nature, or get into water, or get into grass. But the point is that you don't do that enough. And he is concerned that if you keep carrying all this negative energy and you keep letting all this anxiety work on you and your cortisone levels are high, you're going to physically start manifesting the failure to let it go, the failure to ground. So he's warning you very clearly that if you don't want a physical manifestation of the inability to release these other energies, then you need to make changes, and you got to take a break. You got to say, you know what, leave your stuff at the door because it can't come in. Okay, and he's very clear about that. I guess especially about the physical manifestation, and he's very clear about what that means. So don't don't take that risk. Okay, I'll leave it that way. Don't take the risk. Oh, wow, interesting, interesting.
Well, that was a good one.
Yeah, I didn't expect that one so soon. I was like, and it
They're
kept
like,
bothering
move out of the way. I got something to say. And I need to say it right now. Maybe he was the one that had the bone to pick with you, Miss Ann.
me. Maybe so. Maybe so. Oh my goodness. Hey, Timothy Jones, nice to see you in. True Me
Definitely
again. Who
Tupac,
Angie's talking about.
Timothy Jones. Definitely Tupac.
Mm-hmm. Who you calling? Who's calling you, Angie? Who's calling toward you?
Um, is Cassandra still here? Because she asked last week and we didn't get to her. And she kept saying, "Do you see me? Do you see me?" Cassandra, are you still here?
Cassandra. Cassandra. Trying to find.
Is Brianna and Brittany two different people? Because didn't they read a kiddo this morning?
Yeah, they're sisters. Like they're two Kittle sisters that come on.
Okay.
Um,
They read one of them this morning, I thought. Or I heard the name. I saw the name. I saw the ask. I don't know if they got to her.
mhm. I'm looking for Cassandra. She was way back here, I guess.
I don't even know if she's still here. She pops in and out sometimes. But if she's not here, then we can
Oh, she's the
do.
one that always says, "Did I miss my reading?" Oh, that's pretty unique, right? Did I miss my reading? You're like, you didn't sign up for one. You didn't
Oh, she's Brittany's sister. Okay. I'm like, I
get-
know I saw that name earlier. Okay. If not, then what was the guy I just saw? Dang it.
do 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 do
I don't remember.
do do
Whoever.
do
Post a
do.
question, somebody.
How about Vladimir?
Oh, there it is, Vladimir. And I said I like that name as soon as we got in there. General, all right, Vladimir. Now I
Vladimir,
gotta get Vladimir Putin stuck out of my head.
I know because I was.
That's all I can hear.
Yep. And part of me was ignoring that one because I'm thinking I don't want to go to that negative space and the other guy. So, but
Vladimir, are you considering changing jobs? Because I heard the risk is worth the reward. Are you like leave? Like it seems that you have a sure thing right now, and you're leaving it, or you're considering leaving it and hopping over to something better or something that is a little bit more risky. And I heard the risk is worth the effort. Go ahead and do it, or go for it. It'll be what you need to launch, but it seems like it'll jumpstart something personally for you, or it'll be a personal accomplishment for you. So I'm getting to go ahead and do it. The Seven of Pentacles is a card that came out like you've been planting seeds, you've been waiting on your rewards to come, and this is your time. I like the way they do it in the Light Seers Tarot because it's all those seeds down there, and then it's coming up through like a watch. Like I've been waiting, 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 and now the growth is coming up, and I'm ready to get what I'm doing. So they're saying to go ahead and move. They're like solid ground. So you're getting out of a boat where you're kind of been, floating back and forth or just kind of floating along, easy going, and you're getting on solid ground, but you're hitting the ground running. Like you're going to have to go, go, go. You're not going to be able to stop. Once you get in there, it's going to be a lot more fast paced. I don't know that the money is going to be a lot more, but it is going to be a better opportunity that is going to open more doors because they show me you hitting the ground running and then I just see doors opening for you. You don't even have to open the doors. The doors are opening. You're just running through the doors and it's door after door after door, but you have to take the chance to get out of the boat that is just like, just kind of it's not really moving anywhere. It's just on the water, just kind of just floating. And then if you get out and because you're at your destination, just go, then you'll get whatever it is that you need. So I definitely see that yes, you're considering changing. I'm getting a yes on that. And it feels like you've been doing pro and cons. Like, well, if I stay here, then this is what I'll have longevity. If I go here, then it's kind of risky. I don't know what I'm going to get if I go. I should just go ahead and go. It could be or it could not be, but they're saying go for it. And in 6 months, you'll see a lot more reward and you'll be better off than you are now if you go
Mhm.
ahead and take the position. And it seems that I don't know if you were recommended for this, but I keep hearing highly recommended for this position for you to move forward. So that's what I got.
Nice, nice. Vladimir, Vladimir. Let's see what else we give Vladimir. There's the change card, and you are bringing the change. So yeah, you're going to be accepting a change. You're going to be accepting a position, and look at this. I love this. This King Cups. So you're going to be you're going to be happy with this change because that the cups are happy energy. It's a positive energy. It's emotional energy. But in this case, if you look at this, and then the Kings, that means you're in control of the emotions and you're in control of it. So again, and I like this because that's the change too. That's the water. So the water is fluidity and change. So everything about this tells me that yeah, Angie is right on target. You will
And I
be
like the King of Cups because you're not all willy nilly. Like it's not just like, oh, emotionally I'm unhappy here, I'm just gonna go here and hope for something better. Like I feel like you've really done a pro and con. You've really thought about it, and you're leaving, and it's the joy that you're going to receive in you being so controlled in your emotion.
Yep. So look forward to the news that of the opportunity and the meeting to
Oh,
make
I
this
love that blue
come to be.
card. That
It
is
is pretty, isn't it?
was that the Two of Swords?
That was the Page of Swords.
Oh my gosh, that's nice.
Hmm
I like
And
it.
and then this says Lover's card, but the Lover's card to me is also alignment because you have two souls aligned, two things aligned, and so in this case,
And a
again,
choice. Yep.
this position is aligned with you. And again, like Andrew said, it could be a choice, but the alignment is there. And the alignment, again, the change, you create the change to come into alignment. So again, the change happens, which spurs all these other things on. So you're aligning with what it is that you're intended to do, something that is definitely going to make you happier. And then look at this. Can I say more? This is when you just put the cards
Oh,
down. You drop the mic. This is the Ten of Cups. So this is the happiness, the abundance, the money, the joy. It brings a different change. It's just a whole different energy to your life. So Vladimir, what are you waiting for? Get her done. Get her done.
Sally, I'm not even going to approach that question. Not even at all. You missed it with Bonnie, and I don't even think Bonnie could have told you all that. But I love that, Vladimir. That is a good read. That's why I was stuck on your energy. But they're saying, oh, one last thing. Don't be afraid of the hard work. It's gonna be hard work, but it's gonna be profitable. I was gonna say it's gonna pay off, but they said it's gonna be profitable for you. And they just keep showing me like grass growing up, just grass, plots of grass growing up everywhere. Are you also looking to buy a house? Because it seems to be setting you up for the house that you want to buy or in a location where you want to be able to buy the house. Is that something that you're looking for? Because they're showing me that you want to buy a house. Is that correct? Everybody wants to buy a house because they're showing me that like it's going to set you up be in a position to be able to buy a house. And you're going to have great coworkers. Do you not like your coworkers now? But they're showing me like you're going to have great coworkers. Like you're going to have fun. You're going to go and do things together. Like they're showing me like company sponsored things that you're going to go out and do, and you're going to you're going to expand your network of people. And in that network is how you're going to meet the person that's going to help you to find or to start the process for the house. So the house is coming. It looks like 2025 though is more likely when you're going to be ready to buy or even starting the process to buy. Because I saw 2025, but definitely the house is coming, and this is just putting you on that way. That will be a plus for sure. Good. Okay, that sounds great. All right, well that's all I got for Vladimir. I love that man.
Yes, yes. And folks, if you are on my side of the ledger, if you're under something that says Sonoran Mystic Tarot, then please jump over on Angie's side of the ledger. Use this little barcode, QR code. Or if it comes up as a link on the thing, then click that link as well. But go over and make sure that you subscribe. When you subscribe, again, it allows you to get notices when Miss Angie goes live. And therefore, because we do not go live at the same time and together all the time. So therefore, you get more readings potentially by having more information available to you. So go ahead and click subscribe and make sure you turn on that bell to ensure that you get notifications when Angie goes live. Do yourself a favor. At the same time, if you're looking for a love reading, then you need to be dinging on this bell right here. You need to be hitting that bell hard. And because Miss
Sally, that's who you need to be hitting up.
yes, yes, yes.
Right there, calling our angels. She will read you.
I'll show
And
you
she probably already got a reading online that you would like
every
from your
Wednesday
zodiac.
morning. So just get online and get to it. So again, if you're looking for love reading specifically, this is the love goddess. And she does love tarot readings, based on the zodiac signs and post them weekly, and they are wonderful to listen to. She has a great stream of consciousness when she's doing that, so enjoy it. And when she's live, usually she's live with this young lady, Miss Julie. And Miss Julie's on 3 days a week, so Miss Julie will get you to two other readers as well. So make sure you look out and connect to Miss Julie. And then there's my co-partner tomorrow morning, Miss Shauna, and this is her connection. So make sure you reach out to Shauna and join.
Cracking up. You and Miss Shauna. I mean, like, don't schedule no meetings because these 2 hours, I am going to laugh, laugh, laugh.
No, that's
It is the best. I'm telling y'all, go for it. Thursday mornings is another great day of readings because Dawn and Shauna, their energy is good. And it's just like they both be like, what? Good.
Maybe it's that morning energy that works. I don't know.
It is so amazing. I love it, love it, love it. No, they're on all channels too, Miss Melanie. We're all on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
Yep.
Most of us. So if you're following Don, you'll definitely see him in the morning. Or any of us, but we're on all channels all the time.
Absolutely. And then this is mine. If you haven't done it yet, come on down. The price is right. Free. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Exactly. Free 99. Absolutely.
Hey, Miss Brenda Costner.
So with that said, who else are we drawn to?
Who's next? Who wants a reading? I don't see any questions in here. Y'all just popped in to say hi and kept it moving. Who got a question? Who wants their burning heart's desire?
Also, don't be forgetful of a wonderful Mother's Day gift right here, or a wonderful graduation gift, because there are life lessons in this. Hey, I like
I'm gonna
that.
have this at graduation, and when they call his name, I have like 15. I have like 12 of these, and we're gonna.
I love it, and it's massive too. It's massive.
It is huge. My sister got them when my niece graduated, and we all ordered one. Keena has some for Kimura too. They're gonna be like, these people are crazy. We are.
That place is gonna rock when they call his name. Lord have mercy. So again, this is a great Mother's Day gift, a great graduation gift, because the lessons that Angie offers in this book are lessons of life. And if you walk around with some blinders on, if you walk around, sometimes we do. Sometimes we just kind of put our head down and go along to get along. And this book is like, even when you go along to get along, there is a price to pay down the road. And the question is, are you ready for it?
And it was that struggle with because that struggle between religion and spirituality, like trying to find your place, even as because remember, I've been having visions since I was 5. That struggle between spirituality and religion and trying to figure out where you belong and what you're hearing. Because listen, and I've been arguing with God since I was a little kid. I can remember having arguments with God and being like, well, because you get your teachings mixed up with what you're hearing, and so I can hear them in church saying, God, plant seeds in your mind, or God says this, or God controls this. And I used to be like, well, God, you making me say this, and blah, blah, blah. That's when I would get mad at my mom, and I'll be fussing and cussing in my journal, and I'll be like, well, you're making me say it. And I can remember having arguments with God. So me and God go way back with that arguments. He like, listen, she old school me.
So yeah, you need, and also Angie, the way she wrote the book, it makes it enjoyable to read too. It's not like you're going to get.
Y'all know I think I'm funny.
Exactly, yeah, because you're not going to get, even though it's a very strong and dramatic story to tell. Angie does it in a way that you don't get into, you don't wallow in the negative, which I love. I mean, you keep it again, because your focus is you made it through. And that's the key, in my opinion. That's the key.
And then the aha moments when you have a religion, like, well, wait a minute, what? And when you just kind of figure it out and be like, what? No, okay. So it's kind of like that. It's kind of those moments and me just going through it and being like, what in the world? So yeah.
Exactly. And then if you're looking for a journal, this is a perfect journal, as well as a great source to come up with. It gives you questions in every month, so you kind of think about things. It gives you a visual visualization of whatever it is of the calendar of astrological events happening that month, so you can track those and be prepared for those. And more importantly, it's a weekly journal as well.
Listen, Nah, and
Absolutely.
I talk about crystals every single week, and I'm telling people, and I have some, and I had just had them like I bought this nice little bag to put them in, and I had them on my. The energy was so rough this week, the last couple of weeks. I took them out, and I've been carrying them. I've been holding them. It's my black obsidian, my tiger's eye, that rose quartz. I have really, really, really needed them because it has been a doozy this week, and I'm just like, what in life is going on?
Had to put them out to the full moon with all this energy.
Listen, everything needs to be cleansed. This little thing right here done got so overworked. I'm surprised it's still one whole stick. It's just probably I'm surprised it ain't just broken in half for all the energy. It's
I
been
guess they watch for
rough
those
this
cracks,
week.
right?
It's been a rough week. Oh my God, now I saw this today. I was on it was either TikTok or YouTube something. It was one of those little shorts, and somebody was telling you all kinds of things to do around your
Mhm.
home, and she was throwing cinnamon out in the grass. And I'm like, we do that too. It was a little trick of a trade that she was telling. It was
Mhm.
cinnamon, and she was telling them to shave off like Irish Spring soap and put
Mhm.
like around the doors and stuff to make, I guess, to make it fragrant or whatever, like when people walk through the
Mhm.
threshold. But she was throwing cinnamon out, and I was like, you know what? See, people are catching on. People are doing it. People been doing
Absolutely. Absolutely. And if you're in the Phoenix area, Miss Fabi's cakes are amazing, which another good thing for Mother's Day, Mother
it. And
Day
she's
cake.
doing a Mother's Day special. Did you see those little
I did.
things?
I
Oh my
did.
gosh,
So
listen.
cool. When she sent that, I thought, how creative. Like
That is
little,
such a good idea. It looks like it's a little cylinder thing like this, and then it
Mhm.
has a little fork in it, and she has all these different flavors, and the flavors are to die for. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
She does a good job. It's a special occasion. I still need to call her to get those cakes for graduation. She is amazing. And when I say amazing, like she makes all kinds of characters, just things that look so real and lifelike, and you're like, wow, she's good. She's very,
She
very
is.
good.
She really is. And she's the sweetest person too. Her and her daughter, amazing folks. I mean, so when you buy, you're buying from good people. And
Yeah.
that's one thing about our people. When we put somebody's information here, it's because they're not just they're connected metaphysically or whatever, but they're just good folks, you know. And talk about great folks, because it's not just good, it's a great, there's a great folk right there.
Listen, when I say I had to live that book this week, repeatedly, just saying my affirmations over and over and over in the face of everything that was going on, just saying it over and over, and commanding my day to be good, having that perspective of things seem to be this way, but I'm believing it to be better. I'm going to hope for better. I'm going to hope that it's going to be, and just saying my affirmations over and over and over. And look at us, we're on Wednesday, and I ain't even go to jail.
At least not yet, right? Oh my goodness. Well, with that said, let's get right back to it. Whom else
Miss
are you
Melanie
drawn
said
to?
she wanted something.
Okay. Melanie, Melanie, is it, oh Lord, what is that? Oh, that's German.
Oh, well,
You got a
praise
German
God.
in there? Ich beat. And
They
then,
from look scammers all over the world. They're like, you ain't. Listen, we worldwide scamming.
yeah, Lord have mercy. They mixed up the German and the English. It's like, okay,
Listen,
interesting.
and somebody sent me a fake Netflix thing today, and they said, and when you click on this link, you got to put your credit card information in. No, no, no.
Don't
I'm
do
not
it.
doing it. Don't do it. Look, don't do it.
As you said, no, no, I was like, okay, I got that one.
These people are insane. No, no, don't do it. No, 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 no.
Oh my gosh, that's still one of my favorites of all the things.
It
I love
is
that.
my, and I say it so many times a day, Don. Just don't even.
I need to send you that so you can make it as a ringtone. So when you have a number that you blocked, or it's a number that you know is like a scam, you kind of have that, funny to have that as a ringtone, right? It's like when every time it says, because you know when it says potential spam, there should be a way that you can make a sound for potential spam. And then that would be the one. No, no, look at my face. Don't do it. That'd be perfect ringtone for Ed.
Exactly.
Yes, for Ed, his ringtone for me, and because I made it for him, was Bewitched. Calling Dr. Bombay, calling Dr. Bombay, come right
Oh,
away.
I love that.
Yeah, that's his ringtone. And then and when in the clinic, when I call and the phone is left outside and they hear it, they're like, okay, we knew who that is. So it is, I love it.
I
I may be need that for some tenants. Come think of it, I
Yeah.
may want that for some tenants. Oh Lord, have mercy, or some other people.
Melanie, what was Miss Melanie's question?
I don't know if she asked one. Did she? I
She
just have a
did.
definite.
Or did she say a general?
Melanie, do you have a specific or general question? If it's
Oh,
specific,
would
please.
love a general, please. Whatever you feel connected to me, please.
Okay,
It's
that's
not.
further
It's up
back.
under where you posted Miss Shauna's soul astro soul planner.
Okay.
Miss Linda said Angie Bonnie wants a love reading.
I love to love you, baby.
Ride a cowboy, save a horse. That's my advice. Ride a cowboy, save a horse. All right, Miss Melanie. Let me see what we have for you.
LM says Pisces love reading, please. Is that what it says? Pisces love reading?
Oh Lord, no.
Was that from Bonnie's thing then? LM.
Probably. Hey Quinn. Hey Fatty May. Oh, that's a name right there, Fatty May. I like it. Um.
Quinn
Okay. What?
Lively. Did she was that? That's Quinn Lively as well. Is that the same person?
What? Yeah.
Okay, just so change the name or something. Okay.
I think she has. Oh, it may be on YouTube. It may say something else.
Okay. Yeah, because I thought I remember her name is Quinn Lively. So,
Oh, that love reading. No, thank you. Okay, Miss Melanie. They're showing me something about school. So either you're considering going back to school or you're happy with the school. You're ready for the school year to go over. So let me see what they're saying about school, Miss Melanie. Um, Um, if you're considering going back, they're saying don't go back. You don't need to go back to school. And rack up more debt. They're saying no. Oh yeah, she said yes. It's different on YouTube. Miss Melanie, they're saying don't go back to school. You don't need to go back to school, or whatever you're going back to school for isn't necessary. Um, are you trying to get a promotion, or are you thinking that getting another certification or degree will make you more marketable? And they're saying your rise is coming. Oh, never going back. Okay. Well, are you planning on learning something? Because they're showing me school. It's something with school. They're definitely showing me school, and they won't let the school go. And they're saying no, you don't need to go, or you don't need to learn something new. Is that what it is? They're saying okay. But you are working, I feel like, and they're saying your promotion is coming or your time is coming, like your rise up is coming. Are you trying to get a management position in where you are, or are you trying to teach something to somebody? Because they're showing me like an office setting, and this right here is Page of Swords is like clarity. You getting clarity on something. So are you trying to teach somebody something? Like, or are you trying to be an instructor? Or are they asking you to teach something? Because they won't let the school aspect go. They're showing me a classroom. So maybe you're instructing something or you're gonna be I feel like you're gonna do it. Or maybe they're saying don't do it. But this has to do with work, it feels like. And they're saying your rise up is coming, your promotion is coming. You're going to get clarity on it and you're going to see your path to get there because it seems like there's a veil or some kind of curtain in front of your path. And you're like, I know that I need to go, but I don't know which way to go because I can't see. And they're slowly raising up the curtain so you can be able to see which way to go, is how they're showing it to me. Oh, 2 days a week retail, but would love to work with children. Okay. Because I'm like, they showing me the classroom. Okay, so maybe you're wanting to go and work with the kids and they're saying no. Listen, the kids is listen, you have to know Kung Fu to deal with these kids now because these kids is a little bit out of control. So if you're going back in the classroom, you need to know how to wrestle some kids around because they is bad. But because I gotta know with the school, they're saying no, don't do it. Um, but I do get a promotion is coming for you, and I don't feel like retail is where you're going to stay either. Are you retired and you're just doing something to be doing it? Because it seems to be more of an office setting. Like I see a desk, I see a big open office space, lots of lights and lots of cubes and stuff. So I feel like you're going to go into an office setting, not a school setting, and you're going to get out of the retail setting. Is that what you're looking for? That's how they're showing it to me. If not, then I'm not connected to your energy. But that's all I get, is that she's going to get the opportunity. It's going to be more administrative and it's going to be more in the office, and the promotion is coming, or the movement up is coming for her. So that's what I got.
Okay. Let me see what I'm picking up.
Well, you could work in the back office in retail. You don't have to just be outside, because they're clearly showing me an office, and maybe that's what the promotion is, to be in the back office or just do HR things, because they're showing me clearly that you're going to an office.
Well, no matter what you do, you definitely need to get more money, because I see money as a definite issue here. Um, but it's interesting here. I think that you you always have a tendency to be so afraid of taking that leap. You have very little faith that if you take a leap, it'll resolve it. It'll work out to your advantage. And they're giving me the faith card. It's like you really do need to have faith, because you need to take the leap. You need to move on from your situation presently. Again, the money's going to find you. You're going to be fine. So don't worry about that. And that is money specific, not happiness. I'm talking money. And it's interesting here is that you're, no matter what, you're going to make it happen. You're the magician, you're the master manifestor, you're the alchemist. So something will come together with you. But I'm telling you that you definitely need to take the leap, whether and just have faith that it's going to work out. And
And the more we tell her that it's going to happen to her, she's naming off everybody else in the family. My brother working admin, my brother do. We're talking about you. We're showing you
mhm.
your path to where you're going.
Yeah, and you have a choice. Again, there's the two of coins. You have a choice. It depends on what you want to do with it. But and I look here at the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is like, this is a new opportunity, a new beginning, a new way of doing something. And so, you have the choice. The message is there for you. You need to take the leap, but you can find all kinds of reasons not to do it. But it's time you do it. It's time that you make that leap. You embrace a change. You look at what's available and then take that leap. If it's something that you believe is in alignment with yourself. I mean, that's the most important thing, of course. That is the most important thing. But I'm getting all good stuff here. But again,
I
it's the
am
work. You are
positive,
your.
but she has to decide that she wants to do it. But I mean, if you don't want to move into the back office, you don't have to. This is just what's being shown to me, is that you're going from the floor to an office setting. If that's not what you want to do, then you definitely don't have to do it. But that's how it's being presented, and that's where the additional money is going to come from.
And what's related to the health issue, not healthcare, health issue, is there's. Are you, by being in one job versus another? Are you having is there some physical stress or strain that you do in one that you wouldn't do in the other? Because I'm also getting a physical benefit from this. So is there something about not stressing the body as much by doing one versus the other? That's one of the priority. That's one of the things that you should consider, is what I'm saying. So that's what I got. That's what I got for Ms. Melanie.
Hey, LMT, how are you today? Thank you. As in, I'm getting shorter, because I can't get any shorter. If I get any shorter, I ain't gonna be able to reach the counter.
Who are you next drawn to there, Ms. Angie?
Oh, depression and anxiety. Oh, okay. Um,
Do, 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 do.
I've never seen Rice Anator,
Okay, let me
a
find.
general,
Let me find that one.
under Brenda Costner.
There we go. Okay. Rice, are
All
you
right.
still here? Rice, are you still here? I'm guessing you are, because that was just recently that you posted that.
Oh, thanks, LMT, because I was like, wait, what? And the cards are flying out. First thing that came out was a Wheel of Fortune and a 10. So look, I like that. That means things are definitely going to change for your favor. But let me see if I can get anything psychically for you, Rice. Oh, Leisha.
Lisha?
Okay, because I was gonna say, is that your real name? You, I really was gonna say, is that your real name? Okay. They're showing me the seven of wands. You need to stand your ground in this situation. I feel like you're going through a conflict with somebody, and they're saying stand your ground, don't back down. Saying stand your ground, don't back down. In this situation, you are and it's not necessarily a right or wrong thing, but stand your ground and hold your position in this situation is how they're saying it. Oh, it's part of her last name. Oh, okay. But they're saying stand your ground in this situation. Things are going to turn out in your favor. It seems to be a very heavy situation that you're going through because they're showing me the Ten of Wands or that you've been dealing with. And it seems to be more like more family and friends than it has been doing with work. But in this situation, don't back down. It seems to be a tiff. Is it a sister or a female that you're going with? Because you're having like you're feeling all bound up and tied up with your thoughts and thinking, well, maybe I'm wrong, or maybe I should change, or no, I am right, and then no, I'm not right. And so you seem to be going back and forth with your thoughts about it, but you seem a little bit bound up because this is a family member, seems like, that you're going through this situation with, and you don't want to necessarily in the relationship, but you also want things to kind of get better. A female ex. Okay. Okay. Because there is a female, oh, family and friends. Okay. I got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. But they're saying stand your ground in this situation, and you've gone back and forth about it over and over and over again. Did I make the right decision? Did I not make the right decision? But partnership came up um for this situation. Let me see if they're saying go back to this situation or that you'll rekindle this situation. They're saying it'll work out. You'll work out the situation, but I don't think that means that you'll get back. Like you'll work out whatever the tip is and you'll move on because the next thing is the world card and that's you transitioning from one thing to another. And then listen, dang, you got two good cards, the world card and the wheel of fortune. So things turning in your favor and you transitioning from one person in the past who you used to be into something else, stepping into a new world, stepping into a new you. That's success, that's achievement, that's things working out for you. Um, that's confirmation, that's contentment, that's all things happening good for you. And then this Two of Cups may just be the brink of a new relationship and you transitioning from this. Like, sometimes you have to tie up those loose ends or cut those cords and move on. So it seems like you will move through this situation. It'll be amicable and you'll let it go, but you'll move on to something else. I don't see a reunion in this situation. So that's what I got. Hey, Kay, how are you?
I don't see you going back either. I don't see that coming. I don't see you going back together. That's just not. That's the very first card I got. So I don't see that. However, um, Rice, I'm Rice. I'll just spit it out. What the hell, Rice? Have you considered doing a transit? The transition Angie's talking about, is that a not so much a metaphorical transition, but an actual physical transition? Are you considering transitioning into some just transitioning to yeah, you know, like transgender transitioning, because I'm picking up transgender transitioning. When Angie was talking about that, and my cards were kind of indicating that. I don't know if you thought about that or not, but for some reason I'm picking that up. That this is a conversation and a thought process you've been going through.
I covered the boobies up, but
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Yeah, and that's what I was kind of picking up. Is that a is and if that is kind of the yes, yes, having considered it, okay, I'm kind of, it's interesting because I was picking up the fact that it was, wow, okay, well,
is that what's got you all bound up and tied up and you feeling stuck? Like not knowing which direction to go?
no,
Or
she
are
says
you
she
like,
hasn't. She says she
are
hasn't
you,
considered it.
okay, maybe it's fluid.
Yeah.
Your preferences are fluid.
Yeah. Or do you present? So again, because I'm picking up again this like this pre, present masculine, and again I'm gay, so you're not, I'm not going again, I'm not being negative, or I'm not, so I'm coming from somebody who knows what I'm talking in the sense of I'm in the community. All right, so I'm not, my point is again, do you present masculine, and is that part of a conflict inside you or something? Because again, I just feel like there's this, but I do feel transition, so I don't know. um and what's the with the dog? Did a dog die recently? Did you lose a dog, a pet? Because I'm also picking up Interesting. There may be events that lead to me having breast surgery. Very just lesbo, but spotty spice bitch. No worries. I love it. I love it. Absolutely. Yeah, I didn't want. I didn't want to. Insult you, thinking that I. The point is I just wanted to bring that out, and so it's the conversation about that because I was getting this feeling of
Maybe the preferences are changing. Like your maybe the preference that you're looking for is changing. Like maybe what you're attracted to is changing a little bit or transitioning to.
could be.
Oh,
So,
because two
so
pets
you
in the
lost.
last year. Oh,
Two pets. Okay, because I was picking up dog, and the pets were dog. Well, at least one was a dog, correct? Because I'm picking up a dog. And was it a smaller dog, like white, white or light colored fur? Because I'm picking up that energy, which is kind of interesting. Um, but anyway, yeah. So I was. The point is that you need to be true to yourself, and no matter what, Rice. And I get the feeling you are strong and determined in that sense. So I don't think that. But I think sometimes you question that because you're thinking, will I have to make a change, or do I have to adjust, or one of those things. And my point to you is very clear: is that stay yourself, stay in your power, walk in your power, and both dogs, yes. Overall, a lot, yes. Okay, white poodle. Okay, there you go. Yeah, that makes sense because that's what I was picking up. That kind of white, fluffy thing. But yeah, so stay in your power, walk in your power, own your power. If you want to make a change, if you want to. If you feel like, hey, I want to look a little different, I want to change a little different, I want to dress a little different, whatever it is in your mind, you do it for you, only for you. And believe me, when you walk in your truth, when you own your own self, and you emanate your own power, I promise you that you'll draw people into you, because that confidence, that self-assuredness, is what's going to draw them to you. And I also think that I don't know how you've handled the loss of your dogs, but again, I'm feeling like you still have some things to work over with that too. I think they're still very soft. There's a very soft spot for them still, and you quite haven't, because of all the other things you've kind of gone through in the last year or two. That the dogs' losses are kind of an amalgamation of all your losses, and so you still tend to handle their losses kind of rough. And I'm sorry I brought it up in that sense, because I just sensed how much that it pains you that you lost them. But know that they're fine. They're over on the other side as well. Dogs do go over there too. So know that they are there, and embrace that very much. So I like that. So yes. And do you live in like a countryside? Are you in a country, like urban, not urban, rural? Are you in the rural community? Because I'm picking up a lot of like I'm not sure if it's farm, but it's a lot of rolling land. So like open and wonderful rolling land. You're good, but very true. Thank you both so much. No problem. No problem. You are, again, because I'm getting the energy that you're in a more rural setting, and that really does suit you too, because I feel like you're comfortable in that setting. You love that setting. And if that is the case, if it isn't the case, then maybe you need to. Oh, you're in Arkansas.
Arkansas. Oh
Oh
my
Lord.
gosh, my dad's family's from Arkansas.
Yeah, very green.
Probably,
Very,
it's very rural in some parts of
yes.
Arkansas.
Most parts of Arkansas. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Then stay strong, stay in your power, live your best self, and when you do, your alignment will align with other people who will draw to that. Okay. Walk in your own truth. Absolutely. Others will accept your path. Absolutely. Okay. Yep. Exactly. Exactly. So, yes. Come back home to hide and relax. Had
One
been in
more
Florida.
question. Rice, is it a money issue that you're going back and forth on with this person? Because I feel like you shouldn't have to pay out, or you shouldn't have to give the money. That's what they're showing me. Like, no on the money. Don't give the money. Is it a money issue? Is that what the issue is?
It's funny. Mars said Arkansas does not sound as it's spelled. I know when I was a kid, to make sure I spelled it
Kansas.
right, I always said Arkansas, because I knew if I said it the wrong way, I would spell it the wrong way. So when
Yeah.
I learned it, I said, you know what? I know what the real way to say it, but I would say Arkansas just to make sure I spelled it properly. Jesse, yes,
Um,
one can.
yeah. I mean, everybody has the ability. It's not what it's it's not that you are or are not. Everybody has the ability. It's just, do you tune in enough to understand what you're receiving? Because you're always receiving clues from the universe, even from your higher power. You're
Yep.
always receiving. Are you tuning in to receive those messages?
Absolutely. Yep. So yeah, because you're born with the abilities, and well, a lot of times our community, our parents, our grandparents, they just shut us down and they tell you to turn that off. They tell you to ignore it because it doesn't exist, even though it does. So in essence, you turn it off, and then when you start practicing and start developing it, you have to turn it back in. You have to turn it back on.
Just listening to the clues and not dismissing them as a coincidence. Like a lot of time we'll be like, oh, something said. Well, that something is your higher power. That's your connection. I thought I saw something flash by or walk by. That was something. That was a spirit. I thought I heard someone call my name. Those are all things. That is all the universe, your higher power, your guide, however you want to say it. Those are all communications that are happening. Are you tuning in? Are you dismissing them like, no, that's not true? Someone told me to apply for that job, or I just felt like it. I just got that gut feeling. Those are all connections to your higher power, to the earth, to whatever you want to call it. It's just you tuning in and understanding what you're getting.
Exactly.
And then Rice, one more thing. With the money thing, I got stop giving out the money. You said you're tuning into yourself and taking care of you, and they're saying stop giving out that money. Hold your money back and stop being so generous. Tell them you're generous of spirit, not of finances.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
give you a lot of spiritual generosity, but
Mhm.
my money is mine.
Yep.
But things
The
are
bank
gonna
is
look up
closed.
for you. You seem to be a very nice, kind person who's taken advantage of. But once you decide that you're done, and and you wouldn't even see them as you walk past them, like, oh, okay, I've never met this person before. So once you decided that you're done, done. And so that's what they're saying. But yeah, stop giving away your money is how they're giving it to me too.
Super.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you're well on your way. That is one thing they wanted me to show you, is that you're well on your way to moving forward. Just concentrate on you and be a little bit, what you would think is selfish. You're not being selfish. You're just concentrating on the road ahead of you. Are you trying to start some kind of business, some kind of outdoor business? I don't want to say like lawn care or something like that, but something to do with outside and nature. Are you trying to start some kind of business like that? Because it looks like that's on the move too for you, to go ahead and do that, but you have to put the concentration into that and stop giving all these other things your attention. That's pulling you away from what you're supposed to be doing. So they do want you to focus on the things that you're trying to build up for yourself. But it seems to be some kind of job outside, or some kind of activity or business that will have you outside in nature, which is where you seem to thrive and love to be. Exactly, Sandra Outer.
And while we're at it, why don't we make sure that our next reading is with Sandra? Because I have not seen that name before. I don't
Okay, good.
recall. So
Cool. I like that.
yeah, Sandra, do you have a specific question? Hey, Angels, nice to see you in.
With that holistic
It just cut you off, Angie.
coaching, it seems to be outside, like you're going to use nature.
Yeah,
Is
you
that
as
better?
soon as it said with that whole list, and then it went boop.
Okay. So the holistic approach that you're doing, it seems to be like you're going to use nature to connect them and help them to see all the opportunities that are for them. So if the coaching is where you want to go, you have something to do. You just have to do it. Like start doing videos, doing positive little videos and quotes of the day. There's a lady from our group, Brittany Larson, who she does all these little quotes every day in these little videos, empowering people. So get out there and start doing that, so you can see it and people could see you and people could come to you, or people could latch onto, the words that you're getting out there. So go ahead, like do some little short videos, maybe a minute or so, telling people how to bring their energy up, things they could do to get their life in order, how they could connect with you to get those things out there. Use social media, but you're going to use nature to connect them to it. Is how I see it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try to find Brittany's while we're
She's in
on.
my friend list. It's Brittany Larson, Larson. So if you go into my friend list, you'll find her easy. She
Okay.
posts every single day about just motivation things. You are important. You are loved. You are amazing. I'm glad you're here. And then just little things about trauma and how to deal with them on a daily. It's like daily doses of good energy that you can post out, kind of like Don's daily download.
Oh, but she
Are you
brings the
guys
energy
subscribed?
bigger than I could. I'm telling you, Brittany's energy level just
She's so animated. She's just like you.
yes,
Just be like, wow.
yes. And when you meet her, she is that animated constantly. You're like, oh my god, do you have a switch? Is there a?
And
Is there a turn off?
all of her things come from TikTok, and she has ads on them, so she's being monetized through the ads too.
Yeah.
So try TikTok and things like that. That's more of a fast, faster approach. And I do believe more millennials are into the coaching than the older generations.
Mhm.
So that would might be where you would capture them at. So try that out too.
Yep. Especially since the millennials are moving away from structured education and structured things that work for us. They're pushing back on that, and so they're trying they're going in different directions, and they need help sometimes, and they so I think coaching works in that regard. So yeah, check Brittany, and it's Nay. Is that one Nay? Like Brittany. There's an Ny. I can't remember Larson. Yeah, check it out. Go to Angie's friends thing and find it, or go to TikTok and look as well. But yeah, you'll love her. She's wonderful. She's amazing. And if you reach out to her, don't be surprised if she reaches back, because Brittany is that kind. Brittany really is that kind of person. She's super super wonderful.
High energy, just
Yeah,
explosive.
she beams. She beams. She truly does, doesn't she? Oh my God. So let's see who. Again, this is Sandra, and she says, "I don't know what new job to get into. Ready to leave my job now." Well, that's a start, at least.
Well, say this: if I could wave this magic wand, Sandra, and say tomorrow this job is going to call you, what would it be? What do you want to do? Do you want to be in an office? Do you want to be at home? Do you want to be? Do you want to drive? What is it that makes you excited every single day? If I could do this every single day, I would love it, love it, love it. Every single day on a stage in front of people, helping people. This is what I want to do every day. My other jobs pay my bills. This is what I want to do. So if you could wake up in the morning and do that job, what would it be? That's your start. That's where you need to start. And they're showing me you need to make a list. Like you need to tell the universe what you want. You're wanting the universe to tell you what to do. And they're saying, what do you want to do? We grant wishes. We don't just throw demands out there. We grant wishes. What is it that you want to do? What is it that you want your higher power to bring to you? And so what if they tell you tomorrow, oh, you're like, oh, I don't know what to do. And they're like, well, you know what? And then you have a dream about a convent. Do you want to work in a convent? I always say convent because it's real restrictive. And people usually get what I'm saying when I say, do you want to be a nun? Is that what you want to do? So either you decide what you want to do or you let the universe decide for you. But is it going to be what you really want to do? I am of the powerless, and let me choose. We co-create. We are building this together. Let me decide. I want it to look. I don't want you to go in and put all the things that you want. I want you to put in the things that I want. So what do you want to do? And how do you want to help people? Because that's the first thing I heard was help people. You want to help people. And I get something about little kids. Do you want to work with little kids? Because I see kids jumping around or kids really being attracted to you or drawn to you in some kind of way. But I don't feel like it's a traditional teaching role. Like maybe it's something else that you do with children. So is that something that you want to do is work with children? So that's the first thing I saw for you as far as deciding what to do. Like make a list, and they're showing me 5 things. What are the top 5 things that you would want to do that would make you happy? And then how much money would you want to make? Like you can say, like a lot of people will say, "Oh, I want to make more money." Well, if I make $5,000 a month, $5,001 is more money, but it's not the more that I want. Maybe I want to make 8,000 or $10,000. You have to be specific in what you want. How do I make my ends meet? Have a little savings and have entertainment and do what I want to do. So have you put those desires out there and told your higher power what you want to do? You said, I'm ready to leave my job. Are you ready to leave your job, or are you just a little bit frustrated with what things are going on? Like, do you really want to leave, or are you just frustrated with people and you just need to have a new perspective on it? Maybe a vacation. So that's how they're presenting it to me. But what is it that you want? You said yes, you've been told that you should work with kids, because I do see kids jumping and being around you. So I don't know if that's like daycare, or if that's some, but it doesn't feel like a traditional classroom. Like, you're the fun teacher. Like, I have a friend, she teaches like technology classes, and everybody loves her class because they get to do fun stuff in class. So whatever it is that you do, it's fun with the kids, and the kids will love you because of it. But you're also like therapeutic for them. Like, a mom, like kids who don't have a mom, you would be a second mom. You would be that inspiration for them. So something along those lines is how I see it for you. But I don't know if that's what your true desire is, but that's how they're showing it to me. So that's what I got down.
Super, super, super. I'm trying to pick up on her energies before I pick up the tarot deck, and I'm really. It's interesting. It's um, I, I I think that she's. I mean, it's interesting because I feel like you're in a good space, headspace, which is nice. Um, so I don't. It's interesting. The change isn't like one of those things that is. It's just like you need it now. I don't get that urgency, which is kind of cool. But it's like you're curious and you're thinking. You're like projecting forward and thinking, okay, is this the time? Should I?
And
And I
that's
like
why I
that.
asked Don, because I didn't feel like she was ready to go, just a little bit frustrated with work.
Exactly. So she's kind of looking at her options, is what I'm feeling, and you should always exercise. You look at your options and see what is there in case you need to exercise them. But um, the good part is that I do see if you stay where you are, there's like an increase coming, and I think the increase is coming in somewhere around July August. Which is kind of nice. You're gonna, but it's not, and we're not talking major bump. We're talking an increase though. So know that that is coming no matter what happens, and it may be enough to dissuade you to take the leap. I do not know. I cannot speak to that, but I'm definitely picking up that energy about that.
I'm also hearing that she should just see what her other options are. Like, is there another department you can go to, another task that you could do?
Mhm.
Like, oh, maybe you do this now, but maybe you do something else and you just stay there.
Yeah,
Maybe you're just bored with what you're doing and you want something new. So just express that. I want to learn something new. I want to be a little bit more adventurous. I would like to learn something else. And so maybe that will help you out too.
yeah. It's interesting because when and when I was picking up the later part of that energy, I was feeling like I needed to yawn. And then when you said the bored part, it's like, yeah, because my spirits were telling me that you feel like you're underused. Yeah, and yes, the board, exactly. So I totally get that, but at the same time, look at again, make sure you're looking at options and see what comes. You never know what may present itself. But the best part is you can even, I mean, it's the point is you have options. You can stay where you are or take a leap, and then that's up to you. And it's wonderful to have that ability to make that choice one way or the other. That's good.
I honestly don't get that she'll leave. I get that she'll get a new tasks or new things to do, but I don't feel like she'll leave that company. I just don't feel
Yeah.
like it. And then I do feel like she will get the bump up, like you said, and it'll be something else, something exciting. That's what you want, some excitement, something new to refresh her. A
Hmm.
revival. You know how they be like, oh, it's time for a revival. You need a
Right.
revival at work.
Yep. 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 And it's interesting because it may come from a shakeup of personnel. Like somebody new comes in, and all of a sudden you feel a new kind of wind blowing through because of that. Because I'm feeling, again, I just feel like a transitional kind of energy, but not to the point so where you leave, because I don't get that. I just still can't see that. It doesn't come.
Yeah, I don't get that either. I don't
Yeah.
feel like she's going to leave. I get just move on to another department, move on and do something else.
Yep.
Look, because this is you planning, you thinking about what you could do. So go ahead and get the planning, explore other options in the business and see what else it is that you could do. And it could be a better fit for you. You're like, oh,
Mhm.
okay, I never thought I could do this. And then that would be what you want to do, not necessarily leaving the company. That
Exactly.
needs to be a shakeup, definitely.
Yep.
And you can shake it up. You don't have to let them do it. You don't have to let them tell you where to go. What is it that you want to do? Have you expressed your desire to do that? Every time I have a one-on-one with my manager, I'd be like, yes, I'm interested in doing this, into doing that. I would like to do this. And so let them know what the other opportunities are that you want, so they're aware. If they see something, they could be like, oh, you know what? I think that's a good
Okay.
fit for you.
Well, thank you, Sandra, for giving us that energy, letting us use tap into your energy and read for you. We do appreciate it so very, very much.
And you know what? It wasn't a heavy energy, Don. It was
Yeah,
just kind of a bored energy. It didn't seem
exactly.
like, oh, I
Yep.
gotta go stressed or anything. It seems like
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like a
everything
what are
is
my
going along
options?
fine.
What are my
I
options?
just need a shakeup, like she said.
So who else are you drawn to there, Miss Angie?
I've never seen this Linda Bracy person.
Okay. So let's see what her is. This a question here, or is this just a story? I've been seeing guidance in my life. Where am I heading with my purpose? I'm on the right track. I've been so confused and stuck now for over a year. I just need help to pull out of this entire stuck, this stuck energy. I think is what she was saying, but it cut it off because it's so long. Yep.
I definitely saw a moving truck. Like, are you thinking about relocating, or maybe that's the jump start that you need, is to relocate? Because I was gonna do a you, your path, and your purpose card, and I got that you need to move. I definitely got a moving truck. For one, and kind of isolate yourself and pull back and kind of get some direction. Like you're like, I feel like too many people are saying, well, I would do this and I would do that, and you should do this, and I think you would be good at this, and I think you would be good at that. And the first card that came up for you was the Hermit card, and that's you kind of reflecting on your journey, trying to see where you want to go. But it's a solo journey. It's something that you need to decide. It's introspective. It's you kind of contemplating where you want to go and what you want to do. And so that's what they're, oh, you're Mars. And so
No,
that's
no,
how
no. Say
they're
hi.
telling me.
She was saying hi to Mars. Mars.
Oh, I thought she was saying
I
I'm Mars.
that thing was so big, I needed something smaller.
And so they were saying, you need to like kind of have that self-reflection. What is it that would make me happy? Again, this is your journey. This isn't something that somebody else needs to tell you what to do or how they would do it, because they don't know what your purpose isn't their purpose. So the card that I got for you, because I'm doing your path and your potential, for you is that isolation card. Step back a little bit and think about what you want to do seriously. Do you want to relocate? And I clearly got relocation, like moving, totally leaving your state and exploring something else and going out for a new adventurous change. And so then for your path, let me see what I'm getting for your path. Let me draw one card for your path. Sherry Berry taught me this reading. Your path is the Knight of Pentacles. So that's movement, but it's slow moving. It's the slowest moving card in the deck, but it's consistent, it's dependable, and it's something that is almost assured, like you're gonna get it. And that's money coming along too, but it's really slow movement. And I feel like the movement is slow because you haven't decided what you want to do. And then the next card that I'm getting for you is going to be your purpose. And let me see what your purpose is. They gave me two cards for that. Um, I got the Magician and I got the Page of Wands. Again, both for you to decide. That Magician card, meaning you have all the resources and tools to make the decision to go and to get out there. So start looking for jobs in other cities. Like, what is it that I want to go? Where would I want to live? If I could get up tomorrow and money wasn't an option, where would I live? Where would I go? And what would I do? So start exploring jobs in other cities. And then I got the Page of Wands, which again, that's right there. Is just a new start, enthusiasm, energetic, confident, creativity. That's you getting out there and deciding that you're ready to do something different. But these all are cards that have to do with you, not other people. You, how do you want to move forward? It's a decision that you want to make. So take that time and isolate to yourself and stop listening to what everybody else is telling you and decide, how do I want to do? What do I want to do? Do I want to move somewhere else? Because that's what I'm getting. And this is that movement. It's going to be slow until you decide, and then you have all the tools that you need to go. And it's basically you just loading up your car or loading up your vehicle and going and making that move forward. I don't see that there's anything really tying you down or keeping you there except for your fear and apprehension of moving forward. And they're saying, go, just go. You don't have to stay, go. And so that's how it's being presented to me, is that you need that new fresh start. And they're showing it to me like your skin cracking, and once you decide to go, all those layers of old skin will just shed and a new you will emerge, and you won't even recognize who you are because you never considered that you could do it until somebody said you can do it. Kina posted something the other day. It seems impossible until you do it. Anything seems impossible until it's done. So until you decide to do it, making these cards could exactly, Don. I was just gonna say, making these cards could have seemed impossible until they actually designed the cards, printed them, and got them out there. Writing that book seemed impossible until he did it. These are all things that came from his head. So it's impossible until you do it.
Yep.
So do it. Just decide to do it and go. And that's what I got for her.
I love that energy. I love that reading. I mean, I really don't have much more to add to that because I think you hit right on the target. But I just have to stress, and I'm coming back and stressing what Angie was saying. That is, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's the fear of what is in front of us, or the fear of what we may face. That's the biggest hurdle. And then once we get over that, and we just jump and get started, we're blown away sometimes by how little was necessary, because like, wow, that flowed so much easier. But it took that momentum. So find the momentum, and believe it or not, even when you say like, yeah, but who's going to take care of my family, you'd be surprised. The answers will come when you are moving in the right, when you are moving with spirit and you're moving in the path that you are meant to be in. It's amazing how things fall into place, and you wonder, man, how excuse me, how is it that all these years that this didn't happen and now it just happens? That's not coincidence. It's because you finally said, I'm, first of all, you surrendered and said, I'm doing this. I really need you to come through for me. Spirit, come through. God, come through. Whatever your deity is, however you want to pray to it. And then once you do that, all of a sudden, because you've surrendered and shown the vulnerability to the point where spirit's like, wow, okay, you're serious about this, then we're jumping with you. We'll take that leap with you. So again, have the confidence to get over the first hurdle, which is movement. And then once you start moving, I tell you, the synergy that is created by the energy and the momentum will blow you away. Go ahead, Angie.
And she said, I'm the only child. She won't move. So you're gonna live your life through your mom's life. You're gonna live. That's how you're gonna let her to dictate how you live your life. My mom has decided that she won't move either. You know, every last one of us left. When she gets to a place where she can't take her. But you know what? Us moving comes to visit us. She has multiple states she can go to. She can go visit my brother for a month. She can come here for a month. She can go back home for a month. You can't live your life locked in because somebody else won't move. So you're gonna keep yourself in a prison or keep yourself in a place where you can't go anywhere because this person won't leave. You either listen. I have a friend when she got ready to move here from Phoenix. She got a job opportunity and she told her, who is her husband now, I have this opportunity. You're either going to come with me or I'm going to leave you here. He decided that it was important enough that he went with her. Sometimes you have to draw that line and say, look, I'm going. Either you're going with me or you're going to stay. And if you stay, then you're not going to make me feel guilty for me leaving. I'm going to go and find my own road. You've lived your life. She's lived her life. And these are the choices that she's making. You can't let her make you stay somewhere that you don't want to be. If you're ready to go, go. You never know. She could come visit you and be like, oh my gosh, I never thought of a world outside of this. And then she comes with you. Sometimes you have to take that step and then you can bring everybody else with you. Had I been like that and not left, my family maybe would have never come here. And we've had so many more opportunities. And like I said, my mom travels so much now because she gets to come and visit us in all these different places. And if she gets to the point where she can't take care of herself, I'm not moving back there. She knows she has to come here. So these are decisions that you have to decide as an adult. You can't live your life through your parents. They've lived their life. These are the decisions that they made. They decided to stay there. They gave you the opportunity and the mindset to move on. So are you going to decide to go and then she comes with you, or is she going to stay there and then she can come visit you later? But you have to live your own life now. You can't live your life based on someone who doesn't want to move forward. Well, you've already decided that you're not going to go, so I don't know what you want me to tell me. Stay there and take care of your mom. That's the decision you've made. You've already decided. Then stay there. You don't know what kind of better treatment she could get if you went somewhere else. You don't know what opportunities that could arise for her if she just sees something different. Sometimes we're stuck in a mindset because we never see anything different. And if you decide to go and take her with you, you never know what the environmental change could do for her stage 4 cancer, or what kind of healing she could receive, or what kind of new doctor she could receive. But if you decide that you're going to stay, then just stay there then. There's nothing I can tell you to do. I'm just telling you what your options are and what I see or what I'm getting from your higher power. And they're saying go. So if you don't want to go, then stay there. Oh, somebody said, can I please hear the chapters of the book? Jesse Littleton. You can go to Amazon and then they'll show you the chapters of the book.
Yeah, they'll show you it's one of the first pages that pop up there.
You're saving money. Okay. Well, also plant the seed of where you want to go. Like, you're trying to figure out how. It's not for you to figure out how. It's for you to decide what you want and your higher power to give you. So you're telling me you're serving a higher power. You're believing in this God, this higher power, and they can't give you what you want. They don't have the resources to give you what you want. You're limiting your higher power by saying, oh, I can't do it. No, you can't do it, but your higher power can. And so if you're going to believe in a higher power that is limited, then maybe you need to find a different higher power to believe in, because my higher power can give me anything that I want, no matter where I want and what I want. So when I say I want it, they give it to me.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. So Texas.
Justin, you are hooked on fishing. You're talking about fishing a lot. So Linda, you're in Texas, or you're wanting to go to Texas?
God don't talk in code. God talks in reality. It's just us understanding what they're saying. Exactly, Mars. The key is believing, and sometimes the bigger key is making the first step within that belief.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. But again, yeah, and I mean, the reality is that once that impediment is removed, what's the next excuse?
Exactly.
I'm not saying she's not. I'm not saying that's the only. I'm not saying she's an excuse. I'm not. Well, I am saying that, but I'm saying that's one of the safe things that you're like, okay, she's sick, and therefore I can't. So it's an easy thing to draw upon. And the question is once that's removed, then what's the next one? So again, you have to prepare yourself and be ready and if you really want to move on, you have to really take that step and not look for reasons you can't move, but look for reasons why you shouldn't embrace the fact that this is going to work well for you. Because again, when you start the move process, you have to also be right here. If you're in the wrong space here, then you're dooming yourself.
My mom did that to Keena when Keena wanted to move. Like, I moved, and then my middle sister moved, and my brother went off to the Air Force, and Keena was the last one there, and Keena has sickle cell. And so my mom was like, I can't believe you're leaving me. I took care of you all this time. She tried to guilt trip my sister into leaving. Keena was like, I'm out. And like I said, Keena moved, and my mom has all these places to visit that she can go to, and that she can come and see us. And be careful. Like, when my mom had neck surgery, my mom had to have surgery on her spinal cord.
Mm-hmm.
I went back there to stay with her for 2 weeks, and then she came here. Like, so there's things you can do. There's opportunities that you can provide for your mom that may be greater than anything that she's having now. And so you decide what you want to do.
And I can tell you this: I've had a parent who had stage 4, and it was brain tumor. It was brain tumors, and he lived he lived a number of years before it finally decided to come to the point where he said, no more. I am not treating myself anymore. I don't want this. And I took off 3 weeks, and I went back home, and I stayed with him and helped him transition. He gave me the gift of my brother, because my brother and I hadn't lived together since we were 16, since I was 16, my brother was 19 or 15 and 18, something like that. Anyway, the point is that my brother and I spent the last week of my father's life getting to know each other and living in the same household, taking care of him together. But we lived apart. And then when my mother eventually decided that she was ready to make a change, she moved with everybody else instead of living in the same place for so many years. Again, there's with somebody's given some health, you face a health crisis, you face these issues. It doesn't mean that life can't continue. It just means that there are some choices you have to make, and then you face whatever that might be. But at the same time, you cannot you really it's not wise to live your life for somebody else, because again, if you're not careful, you build in all the excuses necessary. And when that reason is gone, then you'll find another, and then you find another, and then you find another. That's a decision and a thought process you have to go through. But I'm just making you aware of it, because sometimes we're not even aware of it. Sometimes we just kind of we get into such the habit that we don't even realize what we're doing. And so I'm just making sure you understand that. Love, light, and blessings to you, and you know, bless your mom. Blessings to what she has to go through.
Oh
And
my gosh, Cassandra Emily Oaks, I blocked you trying to block that Ramika person. I am looking for you so that I can unblock you from my Facebook, and let me figure it out, and then I'll get you back on there. Oh my gosh, I don't even know how I did it. Jeez, oh Pete. Well, I do know how I did it, but I don't know how to unblock you.
If you do it on the computer, Angie, it's a little bit easier way to do it. But because you go into the
Okay.
setup, but you can do it on the phone too. But I can't
Oh wait,
remember.
I think I found her. Well,
Okay,
I didn't block her. Maybe I didn't. Cassandra, did I block you?
folks, what we're talking about is sometimes the trolls come in and we hit the block button, but it sometimes it moves so fast that we wind up hitting the person that they were trying to connect to, and it's weird. It's funny, but she says Google it, Angie. But yeah, that's as Kay was saying, Google it. But I think Angie's figured it out there.
I think I got it. Maybe I didn't unblock her.
Okay.
All right. Who's next, Don?
Definitely not Danny Dan. We're not doing love readings. That saved that for Miss Bonnie. Danny Dan. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to see how about Jesse Littleton? Jesse, are
Okay.
you still here? And if so, do you have a question, specific or general? I'm drawn to Jesse for some reason. Do, 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 do.
That's what they're saying. Business
No.
first.
Yeah, I just put placeholder until they confirm they're here. And again, let us know it's general. And if it's specific, don't say specific. Tell us the actual question. We wonderful.
Hey, Gabe. That's manageable rap tactics. That's Gabe. All right, Jesse Littleton.
So again, Jesse, question, please.
You're welcome, Linda.
Do 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 do. Shake it off, shake it.
I'd also think about Texas if that's where you want to go. They get all the elements. I just want you to know. Arizona gets the least amount of natural disasters. Just like
Don't go to Houston. It's flooded now. Don't believe me. It's not a pretty sight right there right now. When we had hurricanes and all kinds of stuff when I lived there, and the last thing you wanted, you just you didn't know from one year to the next if the house is going to go away from a storm. Jesus. Can reading and the mind being in a positive place? Can reading and the mind being in a positive? I don't know what you mean, Jesse. Help me out with that. Don't understand that.
creating balance.
Can reading and the mind being in a positive place? Yeah, can you reword that, because I don't. Is that a question or is that a statement? Again, if you have a question, let us know the question. It says question, so again, I don't understand it. Jesse, help me by clarifying it. Hey, creating balance, Cynthia. Your sister and your mom were in here a little earlier. They still may be in here. I don't know. But they just been quiet. But Miss Linda, usually when she's in, she's enjoying the conversation with us. So I'm guessing.
Is Jesse the one that wants to go fishing? Because immediately when I said what is for his highest and greatest good, I saw a boat and he really needs a vacation. Like he just wants to sit out there and just be on the water. So I saw a boat
Oh, that was
immediately.
Justin.
That was
Justin.
just.
Justin's the one I'm
I
going to
saw,
go
but I
first.
saw a boat for Jesse immediately.
Oh, nice.
But he was in the boat sitting there.
Yeah.
Um.
Yeah. Oh, Miss Linda's here.
Okay. Hey, Miss Linda. So he was sitting in the boat, not moving, not going anywhere, but wanting to, watching everybody else enjoy their time out on the water or enjoying their time out and about. And so, excuse me, I'm getting that you're needing a break or you're needing a vacation, and you're choosing not to do it for some reason.
Are my thoughts on the right path? Jesse, but you're asking, did you hear what Angie was saying? Angie was saying, are you in need of a break? Because she's getting a feeling like you need to go fishing. Again, you need a break. Damn, that typing takes forever, Jesse.
Listen, these trolls are on it. This one is on your page. It's
Uh-huh.
Oba Barsham Men on your page.
Mm-hmm.
Lord, help the child.
Okay, did the realtor reach out to you yet? Did one of the two realtors, or did you reach out to one of the? Did you connect with the realtors there in San Antonio? Okay.
I think she said she emailed one of them back in text or or left a message or something. Okay, so you're in need of a vacation. That's what they're showing it to me. But there's no reason why you haven't done it. You just haven't decided to go and do it. And they're saying just go. Why won't you just go and do it? I don't get that there's any serious problems for you, like financially or emotionally. I just feel like you really do need a vacation, and you're watching everybody else do it, but you won't get out there and do it. And the question that spirit is posing to me is, why won't you just get out there and do it? Why won't you just go? What is holding you back from enjoying life? It's like you're thinking that if you're some kind of, not necessarily martyr, but if you sacrifice um your happiness and joy, then you'll look like a better person. They're saying no, just go out there and do it. What is holding you back from going out there and having a good time and having fun? There's nothing wrong with it. You can go ahead. Are you Mormon? Are you Mormon? Like, is joy something that you're allergic to? Because they're saying get out there and do it. Oh, not sure of a question. We go
Whoops.
live.
Angie was saying,
One of us is live
yeah, Angie
every
was saying we
single
go
day,
live
Linda.
on Wednesday evenings, which is what we're seeing here today, starting at 6-ish West Coast time for 6 months out of the year, and then Mountain Standard Time 6 months out of the year because we don't change in Arizona. And then Angie goes live sometimes on Sundays at starting at 6-ish, no, 3-ish, right? 3-ish.
3-ish.
Yeah, and that's also West Coast time for this part of the year. And when you guys fall back, then we don't move, so we then get relocated to the the Mountain Time zone. So yeah, that's the question.
I'm not getting a lot for Jesse. His energy is very chaotic. Like he's bouncing back and forth. It's like he's bouncing from reality to
Mhm.
spirituality, reality to spirituality. It's very chaotic energy. It doesn't seem to be settled in any specific space, but I don't get
Mhm.
any huge issues for him.
Yeah. Jesse, are you male or female? Because I'm picking up female energy. So is this? Wow, I don't know. Interesting. Yeah, I don't have much to add there with you, Angie.
It's very chaotic energy, male. Okay.
Okay.
Like you're overly woke is the word that I want to use, but you're too deep for your own self. Like you're trying you're overcomplicating spirituality. It's not that deep. You don't have to go that deep for it to make sense to you. Just let it flow. It just flows that easily. Like I've been stressed all week. So what did I do? I dreamed that I was at my childhood home at my grandmother's house. That's my grandmother saying, "Hey, I'm here. I'm listening. I'm supporting you. I'm comforting you." It's not that deep. I don't have to be like, well, what message is she trying? She's trying to comfort me. That's it. You're stressed. Send you back to the place where you had joy, where you had laughter, where you were comfortable. I'm comforting you. So you're like overly complicating spirituality, and you're trying to go a little bit deeper than it has to be. You don't have to do that. Is how they're saying it to me.
So then, are you going through an emotional? I should look here in the camera. Are you going through an emotional time right now? Because again, I get a lot of emotion. I'm getting like a lot of turmoil, a lot of again. Usually when it's this usually when I get this kind of indication, again, it's usually more of a female kind of energy. I'm not saying female as in gender. I mean female as in it's just like a lot of emotion, a lot of because men are always in there and they're not into their feelings. They're not into their emotions. They're more of a like a harder edge of like I'm going to suppress, and I don't feel the suppress. I feel like you've been learning to, or you're learning to deal with them, and therefore they're like raw and they're surfaced, and you are working with them. So when I say that, it's more about it's about the level of emotional um, baggage that you're trying to work through. It seems like you've been through quite a bit already, you know, and it's funny because I just heard the caregiver who needs care. So you know, it's like, do you work in healthcare or you work because it's like the caregiver who needs care.
I
So
also feel like he wants to get into the spirituality part of it, but he doesn't know who to trust or where to go. And
yeah,
this is a great place to start. We always tell people to find a community. If you can't find somebody locally, then again, online. We teach classes on Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, or right now we're aligned with the Pacific Standard Time. Just, it's a private link. You come to class and you can see what it's like and see how simple it is and see like it's not that deep.
yeah, and it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. This is the email address. You send it to me right here, and I can send. But if you want to look into it, I'm in patient care. Okay, painting. Okay, yeah, because I felt that, but I felt like the caregiver needs care, which is interesting. So yeah, I felt like again you're man, you're just wearing a lot of stuff raw right now. It's like a lot of stuff is raw, but keep working through it, keep pressing through, and you're gonna be fine. Because again, you're not working through it and not dealing with it is probably much more detrimental. So again, just keep working through it. And as you do, things will fall into place. Also, and the questions, it's amazing how for even in my spiritual journey, as I had a lot of questions, but all of a sudden it's like things just fell in place and you're like, holy crap, you could have given me a little bit along the way. Oh no, it's just like all at once, boom, and you're like, holy cow.
Don, I used to argue with my guys all the time. Why did you let me get so deep into religion? Why did you let me go so far to the left when the right was, and they were like, you needed that foundation. You needed that foundation. And then things just started to click. Things just started to make sense. But you have to find that group who supports what you're saying, who understands where you are, and who can help you go along with no
Mhm.
judgment. That is one of the things that is a requirement when you come to our group. There's no judgment. You come in with an open mind, with a clean slate, and everything is possible. We are supportive of each other. It's a positive group, it's a positive energy, and we are very supportive of each other. So when you come in with a clear slate and an understanding that you are going to learn things that you have not experienced that may seem totally out of this realm to you. But one of the things you have to do is what you used to say, Don, suspend all disbelief.
Suspend all disbelief. Absolutely. Yep. And like Angie said, you no matter what you hear in that class, no judgment. No judgment, because it may not be your truth, it may not be your journey, and it may not be the entities or energies that you pick up on, but that does not mean it's not somebody else's. So,
Exactly.
and you will hear some things from time to time that are because again, there are people at different levels of the metaphysical, and they are in a different journey, on a very different journey, on a different sometimes on a different plane, and that's good because again, that's their journey, and so we all support that.
So you just first thing you need to do, Jesse, buy Don's book. That's the first thing you need to do. Get some positive affirmations in there and allow that to seep in and help you out. This week, when I say this week's energy was so tight and so heavy, I had to go back to my Bob Proctor, I think his name is Bob Proctor, videos, and just listen to his videos, his positive videos over and over and over and over again. And it was just saying the same thing over and over. You creators, that's another YouTube site that you can go to, and it's just positive messages over and over and over and over and over on different frequencies. And it's just saying you are important, you are loved, you are beautiful, you are amazing, you are creative, you are this, you are that, you. And you just hear it over and over and over again. And I listen to it all night. I'll put my little ear things on, or you can put it on your TV. But they usually tell you to put it on your put your ear phones on, because they do it at different frequencies. There's a very low one, then there's another one, and then there's a high one. And so you're repeating. They're all repeating the same thing, kind of like a choir, over and over and over. And so all night you're just inundated with all these positive thoughts, all these positive words. And then you wake up in the morning and you're like, I am amazing. I am this. I am that. And you keep doing it over and over and over. And they'll even give you recommendations. Listen to this every single day for 30 days, over and over and over and over and over again. And it'll start to change your perspective about things. Like I said, this was a totally heavy week, but every morning I had a different perspective on how great it was going to be. And even if I got frustrated, I would say my affirmations, and then things would start to ease up. Things would start to flow. Whatever was that cog, whatever what that thing was, that bottleneck would clear up, and I would just be fine. So that's what you need to do, is find that positivity and let it work for you on your behalf, or ask your higher power. I do this all the time, and sometimes I forget and I have to go back. How do I get from where I am now in this space, emotionally, physically, health wise, to the place where I'm trying to be? I'm trying to be spiritually open. I'm trying to spiritually explore. How do I get from right here where I'm emotionally bound up to where I'm free to explore and to feel joy? So ask your higher power how to do that, and then see what the next steps are. I've been asking my higher power every single day, what is my next step? What is my next step? And they're just saying, wait, or just make it through this day, or make it through the next day. Sometimes wait is the only thing you could do, because it's not time to move, because they're doing things behind in the background. So don't think just because you don't see it in your reality, it's not happening. It could be happening behind the scenes. So look at that too. That might be something that you want to check into.
Yeah, and the questions that were asked was the price of class. Classes are free. We do not charge for the classes. We all. I mean, the reality is that we all, our community, they're not really classes in that sense, because we all are learning. We're all continually growing. So there's no teacher in that sense. We all teach. We all learn. There's times where one person may not have the answer, but somebody tends to have it. And more importantly, sometimes we get into as we practice our skill sets, we also get into opportunities to have conversations about some deeper space stuff, and take us into areas that we needed to explore to help us all grow and learn. So it's wonderful. It's a wonderful blessing to have that option. And so if anybody believes they're inclined to practice and want to grow their stuff, this is the free, easy access to do it. And you don't have to come every week. You come when you want, you don't when you want, whatever. But I would
be
say,
honest. Like, be honest and truthful with yourself. If you don't understand something, if what we're saying doesn't make sense, ask. And there may be somebody else who can explain it in a different way than we don't. Last night, the last 30 minutes of class, we just sat there and talked, and we just unfolded things that were going on. Well, how do you do this? Or how do you do that? Or where do you, and then there's also people who are offering their services. Like, we have a guy in there now, but you have to be local. He's doing past life regressions. If you're local, you come to him, he'll help you with a past life regression. We have people that do Reiki healing. We have people that do mediumship, that do love reads. We have all kinds of skill levels, from people who channel whole other entities to people who are just getting in there and just learning how to turn the cards and understand what the cards mean. It's no judgment. We're all learning. We're all growing. And I'm still learning things every time that I go to class.
yep. And to me, it's if you when there are times where I am having a considerably unhappy day, a day where you're just like really, and I'll even tell myself sometimes, like, do I really need to come to class? And then I go to class, and by going to class, the light comes on, the energy arrives because it's a collective energy. And when you get that many psychics, or even that many people together who's trying to release their energy, I will tell you what, you cannot help but connect and to get that energy. And that energy is phenomenal when it's working. And all of a sudden, you're no longer there. And sometimes getting out of your own headspace, is one of the best things you can do. So, and again, that's what practice does, because it makes us walk away from where we are and get and focus on what we want to do. And then by the time we leave there, we're in a new space. So,
And
I'm good.
sometimes, Don, that's how, like, sometimes it's me, like, I'm in a funk. So going live, like tonight, I kind of went back and forth. Do I want to go live? Do I want to? And now that I'm on here, I feel better. Sometimes helping others helps me to feel better. Like, I'm in a bad mood, but if I get on here and get into other people's energy, there's Miss Linda in here all the time. There's JoJo in here. There's Creating Balance. There's Pam F and Pam Ramage. All of those people are all positive. They just come to the chat because the chat is so uplifting. And sometimes just getting into that is enough to lift your spirits. I listen to Don and Shauna every single morning because on Thursday mornings, because it's funny. It helps me make it through my day. And sometimes it's just being in that atmosphere helps you and uplifts you, and you see things different. Like, you know what? I never even thought about it like that. If she could do it, I could do it. If he could do it, I could do it. Sometimes it's just seeing is believing, or seeing somebody else do it and be like, you know what? I can do it too.
Yep, exactly.
Exactly true, man. And Jesse, if you want to join a class, again, send that email to advice@Sonoran Mystic Tarot. You'll get a link. It's a private link. It's not recorded. It's free. And you can only get in through private link. Once you get in there, we share. It doesn't leave the chat, and we're not recording it. And so you can be as open as you want. You can ask, questions if you need. You can stay behind sometimes to have a chat with us. If you want to, or however you want to do it, but it's a learning opportunity and a growing opportunity. And you could come there and decide, you know what, this isn't for me, and leave, or you can come there and be like, oh my gosh, I love it. I'm coming back every week. It's your opportunity to come there. And again, it's free. That I have to keep saying it. It's free.
Yes, and that's you can't get that. You can't beat that price. What is it? Free 99.
Yeah.
Free
Free
99.
99, exactly. Free 99. And again, Linda, I'm glad that you say that. She says, all of my past readings are starting to make sense in this very moment. Support group. I was thinking she was talking about rehab or something. Support group doesn't always mean rehab or therapy. It just means somebody who supports you. Your best friend is a support group to you. Your mom is a support group to you. This group, the one thing we tell people when you're trying to find out where you want to go spiritually, find somebody find a group. We say a tribe, people who are on the same vibe as you, who are thinking like you, who help to uplift you. Because if you're the only one, everybody else could pull you down. Oh, you believe in that spirituality stuff? Oh, you believe in that energy healing stuff? Oh, you believe in that psychic stuff? It'll cloud your judgment. You'll be like, well, maybe it's not real. But when you're with a whole bunch of people who are all on the same vibe, your powers just exemplify. They just get bigger, bigger, and bigger. And you're like, wait, I can do this. I am amazing. I am understanding. Even if it's for your own betterment, it helps you to grow. So there you go.
So with that said, who is next on the list, Miss Angie?
Who else wants a question? Because all these people are just our lovely chat members, and we love every word that you're putting in there. But who has a question? I think Pretty Unique came back, but I don't know where she went. So who has a question that they want to ask?
Oh, that's right. Kay said she was in class and she was able to meet Julie, and then Julie traveled to Corpus, and on her way they stopped in San Antonio and met each other in person, which was nice. Yes, and it's funny, when we had the Psychic Palooza, we met people we never knew except through our online class. So it was kind of nice. Pretty Unique said I did the funeral.
All of those are here. So whoever you pop up.
Let's do Deborah Schmidt.
All right, Deborah. I don't think I've heard that name before.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Deborah, didn't you send me a picture? Did you buy the book and send me a picture? Because that name sounds familiar. And so, and I thought I saw a picture. So can you just let me know that? And Deborah, what is your question, by the way? I thought it would help. She said yes. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And is it about love? You pick, like you're in the background, you're in a crowd of people and you're saying, pick me. And the first thing that came out was the Ace of Cups. So for me, that's that openness, that new beginning, that prosperity, abundance, joy, relationships. Are you trying to, like, are you wanting to be in love? Are you wanting the fresh start of a relationship? Like love is where it took me immediately. You know, I'm not a love relationship
Oh, I
crazy.
say what?
But as long as it's organic like this, I'm okay with it. This is your higher power saying you're ready for love. You're saying choose me, pick me, and they're saying you're ready. You just have to step forward. It's like you're grouped in with a whole bunch of girls or a whole bunch of people, and you're not standing out in the crowd. And they're saying step forward so that they can see you. They see you waving, but you're just one hand of 1,000 people who are waving, and they're saying move forward. You're not looking for a relationship because that's what they're showing me, that you're ready for a fresh start. And I got an ace. An ace is always a new start. That's a new beginning. That's a desire for a new love or a new intimacy with someone. So if it's not like a partner, or it could be a rekindling of love if you're already in a relationship. Again, we always tell you to be open. Just because it says new doesn't mean that it has to be a new person. It could be a new perspective on a current relationship. But I'm getting that it's a new love and that you're ready to be chosen. Like, because I keep getting the hey, 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 me situation for you, and you wanting to be chosen. So if it's not that, then it could be for a job or a career opportunity, but they're saying no, 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 because they're showing me the Two of Cups, and then the card that came out was a Death card, which is a transition. You're transitioning, and that's like the Death card isn't death, it's the ending of one thing and transitioning to something else, but you have control of it. You're deciding that this situation is over and I'm ready to transition into something else. Like, okay, Brandon is graduating now. I'm ready to transition into just being single and traveling and not having to get somebody to school and back and forth in that way anymore. I don't have to be so direct in his education. I can now get out and do what I want to do a little bit more, but still keep an eye on him and not have to be so active in everything that he does. Kay says she got the love connection too. Okay, I'm not getting your sister in this situation. I'm not getting any mediumship, Don. I don't know if you're getting it. And I think that's why you're blocking out what I'm saying, because you're so needled into I want to hear from my sister that everything else we're saying, you're not even considering it.
Yeah, no, I'm not picking up any energy yet. Um, that doesn't mean she won't come in while we're still on live, but no, I'm not picking up any spiritual energy right now from anybody. Um, but should she come on? Should your sister come in while we are still live? I will. I'll let you know, Deborah. But again, we generally speaking, Hollywood says you can call them in. I say you can't. I think that the reality is that, if they want to come in and they're meant to be here, they'll come in. But they're I don't get either.
And
And
I
Angie,
must not be connected to her because she says she's not considering a new love. So I'm not connecting to you, and I'm gonna go ahead and let Don do it.
mhm.
Kay got the same thing too about a love connection. You
And
can
I
say what you want to say. Your higher power says that you are seeking love.
Yeah, I just got a lover's card too, which is kind of crazy. It's like what, and it's interesting because there's a confusion here. There's the confusion, the lack of focus. But oh no, I got Deborah. You may not be looking for a relationship, but one may be coming to you. Or if you're in a relationship, it needs some rekindling. It needs some attention. One of the two. Because and look at this. There's a Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups in relation to the. And so yeah, this is going to make you happier. You're apparently you're maybe not as happy as you need to be. This
And
is
maybe your inner calling is seeking love. Like it's sending out an SOS. I need to be loved. I want to be loved. I want to be nurtured. And when we say seeking, that doesn't mean that you're out on the apps, you're out in the club. You want to be loved. You're desiring a loving, intimate relationship. And listen, all three of us got the same thing. So your heart is calling out whether your mind is
She
agreeing with
says send him. She says send him. We Spirit sending him. I'm telling you, don't be surprised when they show up, because you have three people who picked up love for you. So, and we're not the love goddess people. We don't do that. So Lord knows if we see love, man, it must be some serious strong. Oh my goodness. Oh man. And Kay's thinking that maybe while you're at an event, maybe a sports event, that if I'm reading Kay's notice right, that's where you're going to meet this person. No, I don't know. I don't know if you've met them yet. I don't know if that. I'm getting more of a new, and that's what you're picking up to, Angie, or no? Because
a
I was
new.
picking up a
I
new
got a
one.
new love. Like you're desiring to find something new because I got the Ace of Cups. That's new. That's a new
That's
beginning
new.
in life.
That's right.
And it's a transition. It's transitioning. Like I feel like you're transitioning out of a negative headspace into a more positive space where you're open to love. You're ready again to
Yeah.
be loved and to receive love. A lot of times we're not ready to receive love, or we don't know how to receive love. We know how to give it, but we don't know how to receive it. And I feel like now you're ready to receive.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. So going on a cruise next week. Well, don't be surprised. I don't know. You come home with a different name. I don't know. That's interesting. I love it.
Be
I love
open
it.
to it. That's what I just heard. Be open to it. And they're telling me that you've been grieving for a long time. And you're shedding that grief and you're ready to live.
Yeah.
Like you're holding on to the grief. Like if you let go of the grief, then you won't have this person anymore. And that's not how our loved ones want us to live.
No, that's exactly what they would not want. They would not want.
That's not how they want us to. If you were the person that was on the other side, we want you to celebrate our life. We want you to celebrate the joy that we brought to you, not the death or the last time, or not the loss of how much we're gone. We're never gone. We say this over and over and over again. Energy is never created or destroyed. It just changes form. Whoever it is that you're grieving didn't leave. They just changed form. They're no longer here, but you can still communicate with them anytime that you want to, any way that you want to. Like I said yesterday, I've been having a horrible week. My grandmother wanted to comfort me and let me know that she was there. I dreamed of the house that I grew up. She came to me in that dream to comfort me and let me know that it's okay. She's there trying to help me out. So they still communicate with us. Are you open to receiving her love for you? And what's this about banana bread? Is there something about banana bread with you and your sister?
Kay says the love boat.
Exactly. Listen,
Sure, me got the same thing. The love boat soon will
they're
be.
showing me something about banana bread, Deborah.
Did your sister make banana bread? Was she a baker? Did she, or was she not a baker but still would make banana bread for you or something?
Dirty bananas. Oh, is that what she's showing me? Is that what she's showing? What is that? What does that mean? Did she fuss at you a lot? Was she the older sister? She seems to be the older sister. Or if she wasn't the older sister, she was the sister who tried to tell everybody what to do, when to do it, and how to do it, and when they was go do it.
Oh, a
And
boss one.
she's saying, live your life. She's and this is her. What the hell are you waiting on? Live your life. Did she die from like cancer or something like that? Because they're showing me like a tutu, and that's usually what you wear when like you're in one of those races or you're doing something, one of those races for somebody who's had a disease or something. So they're showing me a tutu. So what's with the tutu? I don't feel that she. Well, I don't know. Drunk river. Okay, I don't. Drunk. Oh, a drunk driver hit her. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Did y'all do a walk? Well, what's with the tutus? Like you guys did some kind of charity event together or something, because there's a tutu. Well, we get the car accident, but what's with the tutu? Facebook must be very delayed. She said you asked for me to come and you're not even ready to talk to me. Pull it together. She walked on her tippy toes. Oh, is that like a ballerina? Oh, okay. Oh, because I'm like, why is she showing me a tutu? Oh, okay. She says that you're not even ready for her and she's here, but you're also not ready to live life because you think that if you let go of the grief, then you'll let go of her. And she says that's not the life that she would have had or she would have wanted for you. She wants you to remember her and joy. She wants you to eat the cake. Did you two used to diet together? Because she's saying she wants you to eat the cake. She was the baby. If she was the baby, she was the outspoken one because she's pointing her finger at you, telling you what to do. So she was more the outspoken one, and you were more the one who fell in line and did what the parents told them to do, and rebellious. And you were the person who fell in line, and you're a little resentful of that you did everything the way that everybody wanted you to do, or you lived your life the way that everybody wanted you to live, and she got to do whatever she wanted to do, or she was a little bit more rebellious than you. And she's like, eat the cake. And all I keep hearing is eat the cake, anime, eat the cake. So she wants you to move forward. Did you two get into a fight about about a boyfriend when you were younger, or some guy that you both liked, or somebody that she liked? Or she's showing me an argument or something over a boy. Did you guys get into an argument over a boy? And you're just saying yes, and I've asked 50 questions. I don't even know what that means. So say yes, argument, yes, boy, yes, something, so I know what your yes is to. She is very impatient with you too. She wants you to spit it out. She's like, I see you being all frustrated about it, but you won't speak up. And that was her one thing about you. Like she's pushing you from behind, like to do it, to speak up, to say it because you wouldn't speak up. She's pushing you from behind. And did she have long blonde hair? Okay, because she's showing me an argument about, or somebody showing me an argument with about a boyfriend. Is Barbie your sister? Who is Barbie? Like you just introduced a name. Like, is that the sister? Because they're showing me an argument that you and it's all funny to this person now, to your sister now. She's laughing about it now. And saying how silly you two were about it. Um, but it's funny to her, or it was a joke between you two or something like that. But her main message to you is to let go of the grief and to move forward and to live in her honor, like in the joy of who she was, and eat the cake. There's something. And, oh, your sister was Barbie. Okay, cool. And then again, was one of those yeses to you dieting together? Because she's showing me her body like she has an hourglass shape now. Like, look at what I look like now. What's her real name, Barbie? That's cute. Okay, I don't know what the yes is for. Okay, it must be for the dieting. But again, her overall message to you is for you to. And what's this about money? Was there a policy or something that you got money from, or that you did not get money? She's throwing me coins, money. There's money that needs to be picked from a tree that you haven't received. Is there an inheritance, or is there some kind of money that you haven't received? Oh, she lost a lot. Then she lost a lot of weight. Oh, okay. So she's showing me that. Okay. She's having a good time on the other side. She's having a joyous time, and she wants you to live in the joy and not of the pain of it. You're still living in the pain of it, and she wants you to let that go because she's having a good time on the other side, and she's just watching you like, oh, okay, you just gonna live like that. That's just you just gonna be depressed for the rest of your life. You're just not gonna move forward. And do you have children? Do you have little littles? Somebody has little littles. Somebody has little children, maybe a boy and a girl. She wants you to know that she misses them, or she's showing them to me as little kids. She's showing me a boy and a girl, littles. And there's like a big heart, like she's doing kind of like you would do the little heart thing to say, oh, she's missing them. But she's so impatient. She like, come on with it, girl. Come on with it. She's very impatient with you. I took over her boy and girl wedding for both. I don't know what that means. Wedding for both. I don't know what that means. Don, do you know what that means? You took over, like you're raising her children. Is that what you're saying?
It looks like that. Yeah. She
Oh,
died
is that
before
supposed to
you.
be raising both? Because I didn't know what the wedding was. She misses the children. That's what she's showing me. Okay. Because she's showing me a boy and a girl. Oh, okay. I don't know. But yes, it's two again. Well, she wants you to continue to live your life and to move forward. Shelby. She says she's getting the name. Shelby, is this for you?
Mhm.
She wants you to know she's missing you too, and that you're and this is her, I promise this is her, and I mean, she says you're starting to look old. Is that something that you two would joke about? Because she's showing me gray hairs and you needing to color your hair. She's funny and she pokes fun at you a lot, but in a playful way, not in a malicious way, in a playful way. Trying to get you to step up and just trying to get you from being so polished and to be more yourself, like break that mold and just be who you truly are and not who everybody wants you to be. She wants you to stop living for everybody else and live for you. Do some things that will make you happy personally. She says, I got to go live my life. You need to live yours too. So she's disconnecting from me. I don't even have to disconnect to her. She's disconnecting from me and because she's impatient with how long it's taking you to. But that's all she's giving me. We had a thing about face cream. Oh, okay. That's what she's saying that you're getting. Oh, and she's showing me the gray hairs. But she's saying live your life. That's her overall thing. And she says give the babies hugs and kisses for her. And there's something about kissing them all over their face. Is how she's saying it. She says give them hugs and kisses for her. And that's all I got.
Well, super. That's not all. That's a lot. That's good. Alrighty then. Hopefully it helped you. But again, if your spirit, if your sister should come in before we leave, then we'll let you know and we'll have that discussion. But
All right, there you
thank
go.
you for coming in and sharing that with us. We appreciate it. Anybody else want a quick reading before we head out the door, which will be soon? So again, step up while we are here. You're welcome.
I read your comment that said don't know about the policy, and she said, "Do you think I would leave without leaving a policy, or I would leave without leaving money? There is money somewhere, and you haven't received it. You haven't found it, or it's someplace that you know about because she's saying it's a secret treasure that only you two would know about. And so she's showing me you like plucking the money from the tree. So there's money that you haven't redeemed or that you haven't got. And she's saying, think about it. It's something from your childhood. It's a treasure or something about money that you know where it is if you would think back to your childhood with her. All right. So who's next, Don? And I tried to tap
Who?
into Pretty Unique's energy and I'm not getting anything. So
Mhm. Mars, we just read for you. Was it last week? How about Sonia Tapia? I don't remember that name. Shall we do Sonia? Sonia, are you here? Or
it's
there's Shelly as well. Shelly was like, "Do you have a message for my sister-in-law, Joe?" Do, 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 do,
all right,
do,
Sonia. So what's your question?
do, do, do.
Is there a deadline coming up for you, Sonia? Because they're saying you need to get moving, and they're showing me you jumping out of bed and needing to hurry and get moving and get on this road to wherever you need to go. Like it's a journey that you need to go on, and you are not prepared. You're not ready. You're not dressed. It's like the opportunity is calling you, and you are not prepared for it. You're not ready. You're not dressed. The car isn't loaded. Like you need to go, and it's waiting on you, but you're not ready. And so they're showing me you rushing and hurrying and trying to get this stuff done, but you're not ready. And they're saying you need to get up and get moving. There's an opportunity that you're not taking. It's holding you back. The conflict definitely is holding you back, but that's because they're showing me you, and do not get mad at me. The way that they're showing it to me, you're kind of like a busybody in everybody's kind of business and trying to figure out how to solve everybody's problem when you should just be doing what's best for you, is how they're showing it to me. Have a good night, Kay. They're saying that you need to just kind of like you're inserting yourself into these situations, and you don't have to, into these conflicts, and you don't have to. If you would just step back and tell people no, or just stop trying to tell people what to do, then you would have less conflict in your life. The conflict isn't coming to you, you're going to the conflict. Like you're trying to solve everybody's problem, like, oh, you have this problem, let me tell you how to do it. Oh, you have this problem, let me tell you do it. When you have situations that you're not worrying, it's kind of you deflecting from what you need to do, because opportunity is knocking and you're not moving forward on that opportunity. You're not doing what you're doing because you're focused over here. Opportunities on the right and you're on the left in Sally Mae, Julie, Bob, and Billy's business, when you should be in your own business. And what they're saying is get out of everybody else's business and move forward with your own business, or whatever that is. And they're saying, you know what it is when they say get up and go. There's something that's been on your mind that you know, oh, I shouldn't do it. I need to do it. I do it. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next week. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. And you haven't done it. And they're saying if you just get started, then everything else will flow. You're too worried about the details. How will it happen? When will it happen? Where will it happen? How am I going to make it happen? And they're saying just get started. That's all you need to do, and then allow everybody else to handle their own stuff. You won't even be missed. Just move on. You won't even be missed. You'll understand how this is an opportunity where your higher power is shielding you from all the conflict, and all you have to do is stay inside the shield. It's like they put the shield around you, and you're like, wait, no, what's going on out there? I want to see what's going on out there. I want to be a part of that. I want to be in the chaos. I don't want to. They're showing me the Six of Swords, but the boat is going backwards. Instead of going to the tranquility and the peace, it's going backwards. It's being pulled back, and it's you working harder to roll yourself back to see what's going on, because you want to know what's going on back there instead of what's going on forward. And they're saying, look forward. The rear view is smaller than the windshield for a reason. What's happening forward? That's what you need to do, is how they're showing it to me. So that's what I got for her, Don. And this is Sonia. Everybody stressed and got anxiety. Man, listen, whatever this new moon was, it was no joke. Y'all need to go and read Miss Shauna's tea time for the week. She was talking about the energies. They were very explosive. Go back to Shauna Sellers, was it Don? Naturally Divine Goddess Tarot and YouTube, and look at her tea time for this week. The energy was strong, and that's what you need to see, what she's telling you to do. We can't hear you. Are you talking? Oh,
My microphone turned off. Is it back on now?
okay. Now we can hear you. Yeah.
That was weird. It decided to
I
just
was
turn
like, wait, I can't hear you.
Sonia, what I'm getting from you is that you're conflicted over something. So is your business not moving as well as you had hoped it is, or are you having, again, because there's a conflict in the business? So is it an issue with competing interests, or again, is there not enough money coming in, or you're not making the money you want? This is telling me this is the King of Wands. Okay, so the King of Wands is a really good entrepreneur who can get a business going and get it rolling. The question is, are you working too much in your business and not enough on your business? Because what happens sometimes is we do that. We fall into a situation where we where we're good at what we do, we're good with the business, but we forget that we have to work the business aspect of it. Okay, I haven't started it as money issue. Okay, well, get started. This is the Three of Wands. Get started. Why are you? What are you waiting for? Because this is the last card I pulled, which is the get started card. So what are you waiting for? No more planning, no more whatever. Again, and that maybe that's the conflict I was thinking about, the money and allocation. Stop doing that. Who cares? Have the strength to take the leap. This is the strength card. Have the strength to take the leap. These are the four cards I pulled, and create that business. This is the entrepreneur. You're going to get it going. But remember, what this also tells you is when you get it going, make sure you're working in the business and on the business. Because again, when I say in the business, if you're an accountant, yeah, keep the accounting books. But when I'm saying working on the business, I mean get the networking done so you get more clients. Make sure you're doing the taxing for your own business, because you'll do everybody else's taxes, but yours will get missed. It just happens, the state filings for a business, all those things. That's on the business. So make
And
sure.
Don, that's what I was getting, is that everything, all the conflict around her is deflecting from what she should be doing. It's keeping
Mhm.
her from doing what she's doing. Like you said,
Yeah,
work on the business. That's what she's not doing.
right.
She's not paying attention to her own things. She's
Yep.
paying attention to everything else, and it's taking her away.
Yep.
So that creativity of that King of Wands, she has it. She's just not utilized, or she's not creating for herself.
And
She's out there trying to fix everybody else.
the worst part is she's asking everybody else all their advice. Everybody has and they're. I hate to tell you this, but opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one, and they're going to give you theirs. So do me a favor. Stop asking. Come on, look at this. You have two aces. This is going to be a lucrative business, and it's going to make you happy. What are you waiting for? Spirit's like smacking you upside the head, and it's telling you to get started. So all these excuses and all this paralysis by analysis. Oh, I got to ask people. I got to get information. I don't know what. Stop that. Come on. Look what's waiting for you. A happier time and a more abundant opportunity, a time, and look at this. Be the queen. Be strong. Just do it. Just do it. Look. Just
Listen, how did me and Don end up on here? Don just press go live. He started on Twitch, and then now we're on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. If Don had never just done it, he didn't worry about how am I going to get thousands of views? How am I going to get people to listen? He just hit the go live button, and here we are 2-3 years later. So you just have to do it. You don't have to know how everything's going to work. When Don first started, we didn't have Restream. All he had was Twitch, and then everything else fell in line, because if you build it, they will come. If you decide to get out there, then next thing you know, oh, we found Restream, and it allows us to go live on so many different platforms. Me and Don, believe it or not, we were the first ones doing this side by side. Now we see everybody doing it. We see
yep.
all kinds of people getting out there doing it. But Don started that. There
We
wasn't a
we
lot of people
we
out there
started
doing
that.
that.
You and I.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of people out there doing that. And
Yep.
now everybody's doing it. So stop worrying about the how, and start and just get out there and do it. If
Yep.
Don had never pushed record, we may not have ever gotten here. We may have never gotten here, but he had the courage to just do it and to fumble through it. Go back and look at our videos from years ago and see the difference that we are now. You'll be like, oh my God.
There is a big difference.
Get started. And that's what we're saying is you don't have to worry about the how. That's for your higher power to figure out.
Yep.
Like I told the last person, are you limiting your higher power by seeing your success through your limited views? Oh no, I can't do all this, but my higher power can give me anything I want. They can make anything happen. I just have to express what I want and then move when they tell me move. What they say, when I move, you move. Just like that. So when your higher power says move, you move. Your power says stand still, ask them how to do it productively, because standing still is harder than moving any day. Standing still and waiting takes a lot of effort. So ask them how to do it productively. If you want to know, just go to your higher power and say, hey, what is my next step? How do I get started? Ask. You have not because you ask not. What do they say? A closed mouth don't get fed.
Mm-hmm.
Believe that. Oh, major solar flares. I believe it. Don, we can't. Oh, we can't hear you again.
Again? Look at this
Oh, yeah.
microphone. What the heck? All right.
All right. Well, that's what we got for you, Miss Sonia.
Absolutely. Let's do one more and then we're off of here. What you got?
I don't know. I really want to get into Pretty Unique's energy, but I don't. I just keep getting the same thing over and over and over and over and over. Um, that she's looking behind her instead of ahead of her, because she keeps saying, "Will my situation get better soon?" And I feel like we've addressed this question over and over and over again over the year or so that we've been talking to you. And I just feel like it's your perspective on it. You're so busy looking back here that you can't see the opportunities that are coming. I do think that you relocated. I think you're the one who relocated, but I just can't get into your energy because they keep showing me the same thing. Change your focus. Stop focusing on what you don't have. They're clearly showing me the 5 of Cups. You're concentrating on the loss instead of what you still have. You still have your health. You still have a car. You still have a job. You're still moving forward. They're saying concentrate on the positive things and the things that you want, and then all the things, everything else will fall in line. You're still concentrating on what's behind you, and I can't get, they're not letting me get any further into your energy because it's all about you changing your perspective. At this point, it's just us saying the same thing over and over and over and over again. I could pull these cards all day, but if you're not changing you, then it's just me pulling cards. These are the possibilities. How are you moving with those possibilities? What changes have you made? What opportunities have you created for yourself? And that's all I got for Miss Pretty Unique. Like, I'm not even seeing any path forward because it's all about her seeing the path.
Yeah. And sometimes we're not ready, but pretty, you've got to work on that. You got to be, I mean, it's interesting because you're here. So we at least part of you is ready. The question is when can you get the rest of you ready? And what is that going to take? So
That 9 of Wands is that weariness. But sometimes it takes us being beat down to where we have nothing else but to look up, because we're so used to looking down. You get beat down so bad, you get tired, you get so weary that the only thing you have is to look up. And once you decide to now look up, you see everything totally different. It's possible. And that's the problem, is you're still looking behind you. You're still stuck in that same mindset instead of moving forward, and you're still listening to too many people tell you what to do instead of doing what will make sense to you. They don't have your purpose. They don't have your plan. They don't have your future. And so when they're telling you what to do, that's what they would do based on their purpose and their plan, not on your purpose and your plan. So the reason you're not moving forward is because you're not focused on moving forward.
exactly.
So will everything work out? When you change your perspective.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm getting hot, Don. Either a spirit's coming or woo.
Or the alternative, it's like, no, not that. Oh, with that said, Angie, I think
we're close to that.
with that said, I think we're about done for the night. Angie, thank you. It's been wonderful, great energy this evening, great readings. Thanks for coming in, because I know at one point you were like, oh, okay, I don't know. So I'm glad you popped in. Yes, I can hear you. Well, it's hopefully tomorrow will be a whole lot better.
Exactly.
We shall see. Exactly. If not, then I'll have to send you some shrooms, some magic shrooms. Claudine will hook you up. Claudine will hook
I'm
you up.
not even mad at it. I might need to call Claudine. But honestly, your book is working great. I'm telling you guys, get the book. Read the book. It'll change your life.
Yep.
Just read the book.
Thank you. And make sure you put it into use, because again, it can be a book stop. It can be a door stop if you don't put it to use. The reality is there's a lot of good information in there, and most importantly, remind you that it starts here. Everything that we're teaching here, everything that we've talked about, even tonight, all that we've talked about, no matter what it is, because of the metaphysical core belief is, again, starting within you. Okay, so make sure that you start here first, and then the rest will fall in line. But if you can't get this in order first, man, I'm telling you, getting the other things to fall in place is not. Spirit doesn't work that way. It's very difficult. Spirit is like, you get your house together, and then we're going to help you but you've got to
Because
get going.
otherwise we're pulling you along kicking and screaming, and you're
Yep,
just not ready for where we're taking you. We're taking
exactly.
you to a higher realm, and you're still down here doing stuff that is at a realm that we removed you from. We took you out of it. You know how they sometimes say you can take the person out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of the person. It's like we took you out and gave you better, but you're still desiring to go back to that.
Exactly.
And another thing they're telling me to tell you pretty unique is to put that salt outside your door. Sometimes it'll get a little heavy in here, and I'll be like, "Did you put that salt out there?" So you may need to put that salt outside your door. That may be something that you need to do. Is to sprinkle that salt outside your door. Did you blow the cinnamon like we tell you to do? I have a cinnamon broom over my door, and I'm telling you, it's different. It makes a difference. So are you doing the things that you need to do to bring in all those sources of power? But the first thing they're telling me to do is to tell you to step outside, put that salt in your threshold of your door, and set the intention that you want to um keep evil out, keep negativity out, and you'll see how people will fall away from your life. Kina, you'll come over and say hi. Look who just
What?
popped it. Listen, they can't see you.
Heck, yay!
Hi, how y'all doing?
Good. It's good to
Been
see
a
you.
minute. She's back. She came over to do some stuff with the kid for the kids. So
Nice, nice.
Grad stuff, you know.
I saw the big head.
Oh, Brandon's.
Yeah, and she said you
it's
have one
bigger
for
than the
you too,
screen.
right?
She's on feet.
I think yours are bigger.
Oh, really?
And we use different companies. That's why I only got 10.
Oh, okay. Keena said we use bigger companies,
Different companies.
different companies. And she said mine bigger. Look, it's about this big, Don. It's clearly just
It's
huge.
large. Yes, it's wonderful though. It's good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it was good being here with you tonight, Don.
Absolutely. Take care, and we will. And good to see you again, Kina. We will.
See
We
you,
will take care.
Don.
And
Nice to meet you.
congratulations, by the way, on the impending graduation.
Thank you.
So, with that said, we're going to say goodnight to everybody again. We'll be back here. I'll be back tomorrow morning with Shauna, and then next week on Wednesday again. Miss Angie stuck with me again.
I'll be here. I'll be here. This really made my day today.
Super, super. Everybody have a great one. Again, your energy is what you guys coming in, bringing energy into us is what makes it happen. That's wonderful. So, yeah, the email is up. Let me get this off of here so you can see it. The email is, oops, right down there. There you go. That's the email. You can email that email address. It's just advice@sonoranmystictarot.com. And I'll send you the link for the Tuesday class. Again, free. You do not have to attend every night. We're not, you come when you can, come when you can, leave when you can. We're not rigid on that kind of stuff. The most important thing is you come.
Suspend all disbelief.
Exactly, and bring good energy, because again, if you're bringing some negative energy and you just kind of want to, blow things
You
away.
may not get the link again.
Exactly. Not only that, but you may wind up getting some serious energy pushbacks, because we have some really great folks who would just love you to death. They'll send so much positivity.
Oh my gosh, I was gonna say that one day I was having a crappy day, and then all of a sudden I just got a surge of joy. And Sherry Berry had lit like a bay leaf for me and sent me so much energy. I didn't even know it. She just noticed that I was having a crappy day, and she did it, and boom, it was already done before I could even say that I needed it. She just sent me what I needed. And so sometimes if you're not ready for the love, then don't come to this group, because we gonna love you to death.
Yes. Yes, indeed. With that said, then we are out of here. Adios, everybody. And thanks again, Angie. And really enjoyed it. Have a good one.
Bye.
Well, you know what? Before I got the thing loaded tonight, so we can actually do a proper exit.
All right.
Wow. Here we go.